Cozy! Hi, Cozy! I'm doing Instagram. We got a Linku. Woo! Oh, let's mute myself. There we go. Woo! Boop. Let's go, babies. Ooh, baby. I still have some oatmeal. I cooked this oatmeal like 50 minutes ago, and I'm still eating it. Oh, excuse me. Luca, good time zone. Happy time zone to you. My OBS software is too small. There we go. I haven't decided 100% yet, but I think that tonight, because Thursday evenings when Cozy is streaming. Bubba Wallace, good morning. Hello. Thursdays when Cozy is streaming is usually when that's usually when I record my reading channel videos. And I think today I'm going to do every Super Nintendo game. I've been knocking out. I want to do every Nintendo console's entire library, right? And then when the Switch is finally finished, then I can be like, here's all the Switch games. But I can't do that yet until they stop making Switch games. But and then I want to the DS. Yeah, the DS has way too many games. I don't know how I'm gonna manage that, because that's gonna be a big one. Canine Conductor! Woof! 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 Oh! Hello! Happy time zone. How are you? We're gonna be on a plane today, not a train. I'm sorry to tell you. But yeah, I think I'm gonna do the Super Nintendo games today, because there's something like 1,700 of them. The NES, which I've already done, had like 1,300, so it wouldn't be that much of a step up. But I'm running out of consoles that don't have like a lot of games. The DS has a ton. Like all the handhelds have like a lot, and I guess there's like Game Boy, like OG Game Boy. I'm gonna Google it right now. How many Game Boy games are there? 1,000, a little over 1,000. Okay. Oh, no, excuse me. No, of course the AI shit got it wrong. Fuck you. Oh my god. How do I tell feedback? It was wrong. It gave wrong info, and I didn't ask for this garbage feature. I seem like such a Karen when I'm complaining about AI, but like I do it all the time. I do it non-stop. I will never stop being a Karen about complaining about AI. Cause it's gotta go. Oh. Huh? Uh-oh. Oh, I wanged that up. There we go. How did that happen? Anyways, hello, happy Thursday, everybody. I'm tired hanging out with my nephew. He's 3 months old and I love him more than anyone else on the planet. That's very sweet. The DS has almost 1,000. No, the DS has way more games than that. The DS... Okay, hold on. How many Nintendo DS games? Yeah, the DS has, in the ballpark, of 3,500. Which is, like, crazy. I don't know if there is a list of just sort of the English ones or what, but, like, ooh-wee. The website I usually look at has both English and... like, it has all the titles internationally. Even non-English titles that didn't ever make it to America. So, I don't know. At some point, I'll do them all, because my goal for that channel is to, once I've done them all, I'm going to make one video that's like, I'm just going to stitch them all together, and then it's like a 16-hour, you know, movie. It's the movie of every Nintendo game. And then I wonder, I hope that people will see a 16-hour video and be like, what the hell? What do you mean? Every game ever, every single Nintendo game of, and the number is like a 5-digit number. And I think people will understand. But, I'm excited. I want to. So I think tonight's gonna be that. I'm gonna be excited to do that. But right now, y'all, it's case solving time. I like how the remakes do this thing that whatever case you've left off on, like, the main menu screen is kind of where you just were. That'd be a great episode for April the 1st. Maybe I can get it all done by then. Maybe. I don't know. Alright. Let's continue where we left out. Turnabout Airlines! I got a mouthful of oatmeal. Alright, I got one more bite. I'm gonna finish it and then put this down. The murder that occurred in my office. The return of the great thief, Yatagarasu. Thinking back, everything began on that fateful day 2 days ago. That fateful day, Tuesday. Whoa. 2 days earlier. He died. That was a ghost. Just kidding. J-Baba, good morning. Oh, there's a lot. Was that Zoidberg? Go, you! Yes, everything began high up in the air, 9,000 feet in the air to be precise. Thank you for flying Go You Airlines. We are currently experiencing some slight turbulence. We are asking all passengers it's not Zoidberg, to please return to their seats and fasten their seatbelts. Yeah! Be revealed! Whoa! How do you like them apples? That was just apple juice. 6:13 a.m. Flight G390, first floor lounge. This is a luxury airplane. Yeah, you get up. Show us every frame of animation they gave you. Hell yeah. That was a lot. Why do I feel like I just woke up from a horrible nightmare? I've got a wristwatch, even though I'm a fancy lad. It's a Nokia. Or no, what is it? What are the crappy... Okay, it's a Casio. 6:13, huh? Guess I was out cold for about 10 minutes. Huh, slight turbulence indeed. Ladies and gentlemen, we are for your safety, we ask that you return to your seats and fasten your seatbelts. I suppose turbulence is to be expected on a flight. Though, admittedly, I'm less than comfortable with anything resembling earthquakes. Oh, he doesn't like... He's a fraidy boy about earthquakes. How did that fall? It's all wet now. Huh? What's this? A travel wallet? But it's not mine. How did someone else's travel wallet wind up in my pocket? Ugh, my head. Why won't this headache go away? I'll take care of this travel wallet later, or hand it off to an attendant. Ugh. From earthquake-like turbulence to an elevator. What am I doing hesitating like this? Actually, I know full well why I hesitate. It was when I was still but a young child. I was caught up in a murder that happened in an elevator. Bow, 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 bow. What airplane has statues? What airplane has an elevator? This is a crazy airline. This is the world of Ace Attorney. Everything's crazy. Ugh. How long am I going to let my past haunt me? It's just an elevator. I'm a grown man now. I need to behave like one. NASA. Oh! What the? What in the world happened? Is there something wrong, sir? I must ask that you please return to your seat. Eek! He's dead! Please calm down. We mustn't jump to conclusions without all the facts. What's wrong? Did something happen? You murderer. What? No, you have it all wrong. It wasn't me. What is it with Ace Attorney games and getting framed for murder? Yeah, look at this airliner, y'all. This is the most Ace Attorney-ass airliner. Everyone, I am sorry to interrupt, but I have an important announcement.
I am one of your flight attendants today, Rhoda Tenero. Unfortunately, we have just had a minor accident.
A minor accident?
On this flight.
An accident? Don't treat us like we're stupid. I caught a glimpse of it. That was a murder. How is he? Oh, that's his like coat. I was like, I thought this was one leg, and this was like another chunkier leg, but both of his legs are right there. What murder? What's going on this flight?
Everyone, please calm down. There's no reason to panic. This flight will stay on course and make its scheduled landing. We are still currently in the middle of a rough patch of turbulence. So until we are out of this area of turbulence, I ask that you remain seated.
But someone was killed, right? I mean, what about the killer? Let me off. Let me off. Look at this steak! Are you kidding me? I'm gonna be honest. Look at the size of the knife and the fork on this guy. You can't. I'm covering him up also, but I'm doing my best to not be covering everything in this video game. But like, Edgeworth is right there. he's like tied up. He's been restrained. Woo! Oh. Anyways, it's a jump. Okay.
Boop, boop. Still feel the need to feel threatened. We have already apprehended the culprit.
No. It was not me. I did not do it. I must ask everyone, please remain calm.
What the heck is he talking about? Why should we remain calm?
My name is Miles Edgeworth, and I am a prosecutor, and I can assure you I am not the killer.
Ha! Being a prosecutor doesn't make you incapable of murder, buddy.
Now you listen here. I am not the killer. I simply found the body.
So you say, however, I am sure that you are the perpetrator of this crime.
Hydrate. Yeah, you got it.
I swear on my honor as a professional flight attendant.
Also, was he just reading a book called that just says law on it? Look at all the things. He's got like his tea and like a big chunky law book. Come on, Miles Edgeworth. Oh, is that right? I know what I saw.
I know what I saw, and there's even very strong incriminating evidence to back me up.
What kind of incriminating evidence is she talking about?
We've already alerted the proper authorities at our destination. Until we land, you will remain in our custody by the powers vested in our captain. I'm very sorry, but please understand our situation.
Your situation? I'm more concerned with mine and the direction it's going in. How did the ice cream not fall over? That's a tall boy. You're right. Real Matt on guard. That's an Ace Attorney reference. Hello and welcome to the Mew crew. How are you? Hello. I'm not just to sit idly by while I get accused of murder. Miss Tenero, is it?
Yes.
I was wondering if you might give me a chance.
A chance to do what?
A chance to plead my case. And a chance to ask what you meant by incriminating evidence just now. To accuse a passenger of such a grave crime without allowing to give him a proper defense. Can the professional flight attendant inside of you really call this action righteous?
You have a point. Very well, I'll listen to what you have to say. Be wary of what you reveal. I'm afraid you'll only look more suspicious if your explanation fails to satisfy. I also do not have the time to deal with you all day, so please make it quick.
You're not. What? How busy are you? What do you mean? There's like 8 passengers on this flight. Of course, as you wish.
Good. Very well, let's get started.
I know for a fact that I didn't kill that man in the elevator. What I don't know is what sort of evidence she has up her sleeve. But I'm certain it doesn't fit with how the crime really occurred. Talk to me, lady. Yeah, we're getting right the hell into it. How goes the murder on the plane? It just started. I played this game when it was new for the DS, but I haven't played it since, so I basically remember nothing. Except that her hair is angled. I do remember that. And there is another flight attendant. There's 2 flight attendants, and one of them is dressed a lot more sort of spicily in true Capcom fashion. I remember that.
I swear to tell the whole truth as a professional flight attendant. Unfortunately for you, Mr. Edgeworth, I am certain that you are the killer. The scene I saw in front of the elevator, it was you standing there with fresh blood dripping off the murder weapon. So if you would please cooperate, we'll turn you over just as soon as we land.
What do you mean murder weapon? The wallet? That's it? That's our evidence?
I don't think you could ask for a more perfect witness testimony. Wouldn't you agree, Mr. Edgeworth?
Not really. It's hardly perfect when there's a gaping hole in it. Rebuttal! Boo, 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 boo. God, it's so... Hold it! Okay, alright. Tell me, what exactly puts the pro in professional flight attendant for you?
Well, it means we are very professional about how we take care of our passengers. Services like fetching papers and responding to calls are done with speed and accuracy. I can assure you that I give testimonies with the same level of professionalism. But I'm sure you have already realized that by now, right?
It's a bit hard to appreciate your professionalism when I'm the one under suspicion. Oh, excuse me.
And there you have it. My professional testimony is accurate and reliable. Unfortunately for you, Mr. Edgeworth, I am certain you are the killer.
You certainly seem sure of yourself.
Woo! Of course! A professional flight attendant can't afford to make mistakes after all.
Perhaps, but you must admit there are a few who can look at a murder with a clear mind.
We attendants go all through extensive training and are always calm and collected. We'll even calmly serve you coffees, if you so wish, as the plane makes a splashdown.
I fail to see how that would be the calm and rational thing to do in an emergency.
But even until the bitter end, we are there to serve the passengers.
Yeah, this is like a whole-ass luxury liner.
That is the duty of all professional flight attendants.
You certainly are confident. Anyway, shall we return to your testimony?
The scene I saw in front of the elevator.
Yes, what did you see in front of the elevator?
That's what I was just about to tell you! Framed by the elevator doors and bathed in light coming from within.
Getting popsicles? Mochi's teeth extraction. The wisdoms? I mean, what are Mochi's favorite flavors? That's what I would get.
If it was you standing there with fresh blood dripping off the murder weapon.
Hold it! Get out of here with that. The murder weapon dripping with blood, really now.
I swear that it was the grisly scene I saw before me. Thank goodness it wasn't a passenger who saw, or there'd be widespread panic by now.
Alex, welcome to stream for the 1000th time. How are you? What's your favorite murder weapon? If you're new to stream. As I recall, you were quite panicked yourself at the time.
Excuse me?
You were scared enough to misread the situation and accuse me of murder.
Nonsense! Professional flight attendants cannot afford to be that flustered. I witnessed the murder scene and now I am listening to your defense, all with a smile.
Knife! Over braces? Which teeth? Really? That sounds crazy to me. That sounds unreasonable to me, but I'm not a dentist. I'm not an orthodontist. I don't know. Apparently, you also lie with a smile on your face.
So if you would please cooperate, we'll turn you over.
Hold it! I am not the culprit, and yet you would keep these restraints on me.
Objection! Munch, hello! Mr. Edgeworth, please try to understand what kind of situation you're in right now.
And what exactly is my situation?
I have the backing of the captain to keep you bound in this way. We are within our legal right to restrain anyone who might threaten our captain mid-flight. In essence, you're in the same situation as someone who's been arrested by the police.
Raspberry and strawberry. Well, there you go. Those are the flavors, baby. I love raspberry. Raspberry is the best. So am I to stay restrained until I can clear up all of her doubts? At least I'm close. Her mistake shines like the silver lining on a dark rain cloud, and I'm going to capture some of that light with evidence! Okay, so I have everything I need. But I might need to... like, look at the... Look at this scene of the crime. He definitely got bashed with that right there. There's blood there. It's on his neck. What's in the Go You magazine? Whoa! This is gonna be important. I'm sure of it. Probably. I have overcrowding. No! Man, I was overcrowding with my wisdom teeth. I had to take those out. Well, hot diggity. I hope it goes... It'll go smoothly. I was like, I hope, but it will. Objection! Yeah, this is not a kniff, it's a wallet. Ms. Tenero.
What is it with the yelling all of a sudden?
For force of habit. Well, it doesn't matter. Ms. Tenero, you say you saw the murder weapon dripping with blood, is that correct?
Yes, all that blood. Drip, drip, drip. Just recalling that scene sends a chill down my spine.
Sorry, but your so-called professional flight attendant training has failed you. Ah! I'd like to direct your attention to this. Do you know what this is?
It's a travel wallet, right? But it looks a little big and bulky.
The thing you saw me holding when I discovered the dead body in the elevator was this very travel wallet, Ms. Tenero.
Oh, impossible!
Now then, do you still think I am the killer, that I killed him with a travel wallet?
I saw blood dripping from the wallet. I know I did.
As you can see, this wallet is clearly stained. But if you would be so kind as to take a whiff, I think you'd agree it's only grape juice.
Then.
That's right, you mistook grape juice for blood. A murder weapon dripping with blood does not in fact exist. Ah! There, that should clear up this pesky accusation. I can find a way to do that. Wait, do what? Ah!
Wait just a sec. Even a wallet could be deadly if it was wrapped around something heavy. I demand that you show me what's inside, please.
She's trembling, and the tacked-on please at the end sounds like I've got her. There's no need to look inside. Even you can tell from its appearance that it's light.
No, I can't be sure of anything until I see the contents of that wallet for myself.
Oh, kill with the wallet? I mean, I guess over time. Maybe. She's a persistent one. I suppose we have no choice but to see what's inside. Miss Tenero, if you would be so kind as to open the wallet and check its contents for me.
All right. I usually don't pry into passengers' belongings, but we have no choice here.
Open the wallet. Open the wallet. Open the wallet. Republic of Borginia passport. Seems like a passport's all that's in here. As you saw, there is nothing but a passport inside. This renders your wallet was the murder weapon argument moot. Wouldn't you agree?
Please hear me out, Mr. Edgeworth.
What is it now?
Well, I was wondering, whose passport is it exactly? Can I take a look?
Why not? I'm rather curious myself. Oh, it's the victims! This is Hicks Ackby. Wait. Ackby Hicks? What's the pun here? Ackby Hicks? Hicks Ackby? I don't... This is...
Just as I thought. The travel wallet belonged to Mr. Ackby Hicks, which makes it the victim's property.
Uh-oh.
You stole the victim's wallet, didn't you?
How dare you?
You said it yourself. You claimed to be holding this wallet in your hands when I found you. Perhaps I did misconstrue the wallet for the murder weapon, but it seemed that I wasn't wrong about who the culprit is.
Uh-oh.
As you claimed, the murder weapon is not the travel wallet. However, it is something you stole from Mr. Hicks after you were done with the vile deed. I find it hard to believe myself, but your motive was very simple. You were out to steal Mr. Hicks's money, weren't you?
So even though I didn't have the murder weapon on me, you still suspect me, I see. You think the Mile High Club has a solo division? Train buff, yes. Tragically, probably. Hello.
You stood up at the crime scene with the victim's wallet in your hands. How can I turn a blind eye and not suspect you of foul play?
I don't know.
As you claim, the murder weapon is on the travel wallet.
Shouldn't that be proof enough for you that I did not do the murder?
Not at all!
Oh, and why not?
Because that wallet may not have been what I thought it was. However, it is something you stole from Mr. Hicks after you were done with the vile deed.
You think I stole it?
Yes, I'm very sorry to say it, and it wouldn't usually be so rude, but it must be said.
Oh my gosh, excuse me. All that oatmeal. I'm burping oatmeal burps. Yummy, yummy.
I never thought I'd see the day, but here I am calling a passenger a thief.
Oh, I gotta lock my chair in. There we go.
Ah, woo. Maybe I should put on a serious face and say it more directly. I believe you removed the wallet from the victim's personage.
It really doesn't matter how you phrase it. What I'd like to know is why you think I stole Mr. Hicks's wallet.
How rude. Oh my god.
every time.
Hold it! Kind of hard to believe.
I don't think I have any sort of motive to speak of. I've never met Mr. Hicks before. Our only connection is on this one flight.
But that is more than enough of a reason.
How do you figure?
He was sitting in first class, and I can think of the implication is quite clear.
Is this not first class? What class is this?
You're out to steal his money. Hold it!
You think I was after his money? Where did that cockamamie idea come from? All right, Edgeworth, calm down.
True, you are also a passenger in first class, but I thought something was off about you and those deeply etched lines on your forehead.
Ow! They're not lines. They're perfectly normal and part of my natural face. What lines? Like the anime lines?
I don't think I've ever met someone with such terrible countenance on a flight before.
What?
That's what it hit me! You have the face of someone with money trouble!
She really is making a fool of herself, pursuing this line of logic. I should spare her and present the piece of evidence that contradicts her testimony. Well, yeah, because it didn't have any money in it. Or, oh. There is, but, I mean, I can present the wallet, like, again? Oh, no. All the money's all around him.
Objection!
She said you broke. I wonder if I might get a word in, Miss Tenero.
Well, what is it now?
Miss Tenero, I wonder if you noticed the contradiction within your own testimony.
What are you talking about?
It's simply impossible that the motive for this murder was monetary theft. One glance at the crime scene should have told you that. What about this crime scene would prove that the motive for the murder was not money? Maybe all the money?
Take that!
Is it all the money lying around? Maybe, perhaps. If I may direct your attention to things strewn all over the floor. Ah! That's right, the floor is covered in bills and coinage. By your rationale, these were the very things the killer was after.
Ah!
I think we can assume that the wallet fell during the victim's struggle with his killer. And I would think that the killer would have noticed something like money scattering everywhere. Furthermore, as you can see, there was no effort made by the killer to gather the money.
But the wallet!
Objection!
Ah, yes, the wallet. You will also recall that the only thing in it was Mr. Hicks's passport.
Ah!
If you are really insinuating that it was a crime based on greed, then you're claiming that it was all for an empty travel wallet.
Forgive me, please! Alright, what the heck? Are you saying the attendant's wrong? So that guy isn't the killer? Ah, don't believe it, everyone. It's a trick.
Will you all please be quiet? Miss Tenero,
Yes?
you lost your cool when you saw the dead body. Plus the lounge was dark, and looking into the light from the elevator, it's easy to see how you mistook the wallet in my hand for the murder weapon. I take no offense that you thought I was the killer.
Mr. Edgeworth. Okay.
Thank you for releasing me.
You can go now. You convinced me enough.
Whoa, there's a man over there, and he's got finger guns. What is it now? He's speaking something that isn't hieroglyphics. Miss Tenero, if you could please translate, it'd be much obliged.
It sounds like Virginian, but I don't understand any of it. There's another attendant on this flight who...
I said that he is giving me the runabout. I don't require an interpreter. I speak English just well, see? You, the attendant.
Yes, sir.
I want this person to be under the arrest until we arrive at the airport. Yeah, you pet that statue, baby. You do it. I'm sorry, sir, but what exactly are you hoping for? What is it you want? I am finished talking to the likes of you. Please, I would like you to hear why you would like me to be held under arrest until we land. You, how dare you try to waste my time? You're the one who stuck your nose into my affairs. I wanted to spend at least one more second with my precious art. I have no time for other things. I know what you are. I see through you. Insolvent. Yes, I'm pretty sure that's how you say it in English. Well, I should hope that I'm not monetarily bankrupt. I don't think that's what you meant. Sure. Good. Very good. It's a stand user. Yeah, for sure. Look at him. His stand is just being annoying. I'm sorry, but I don't think I caught your name. I am Zinc LeBlanc II. I am a very wealthy man in the Bourgogne. But I am not an ordinary rich man. I am an art dealer, a rich seller of the beauty.
Mr. LeBlanc, what did you mean just now?
Pardon?
When you said that Mr. Edgeworth was giving me the runabout.
I have to explain. Unbelievable. I will say it once and only once. I do not have even a second to waste. Time is money, as they say. You're on a flight. License to love, laugh, maim, and murder. Is that... What's going on up there? This looks like, this looks like Die Hard. This looks like Bruce Willis. That's funny. Yes, and even you continue to blather on. I saw it, yes I did. I saw the victim go onto the elevator. Going down to the lounge. It was exactly 6 o'clock. Yeah, there it is right there. License to love, laugh, maim, and murder. He's a fence, I bet. Maybe.
And what's the significance of that time?
At 6, he says. Wait, you saw him at 6?
Ah! What's the matter, Mr. Edgeworth?
He understands, I see. Miss Attendant, what time did you discover the body? He's all like...
Well, it was a little after that patch of turbulence, so I would say around 6:15. Ah!
Hicks was his name, was it? Well, then I say that man Hicks was killed in the 15-minute time span. And the only person in the lounge at that time was this prosecutor, yes?
Well, so I was in my seat the whole time.
But me too. I was watching the movie and enjoying a fine glass of grape juice. It's just grape juice. It's nothing. I've had quite a lot of grape juice on this flight. And I am as sober as the dickens. You better, it's just grape juice.
I was still eating. I still haven't finished. It's a really, really big steak you gave me.
The other passengers have an alibi, so you have no problem with them, I suppose. No complaint, I see. Not a single word against this, right? I have no way of discounting what you have put forth at this point, but it wasn't me. Oh, so you say, but do you have what you say, the evidence?
Mr. Edgeworth, are you really the culprit after all?
Ms. LeBlanc, I suppose you are quite certain in what you saw. Enough to give testimony? Of course, I was looking at that man the whole time. He was playing with that annoying little, small machine the whole time. Machine? Yes, what's that? That's what you people call it in English, yes? It was making me crazy with the click, click, click. What? From that description, it sounds like some sort of small computer.
I believe what Mr. LeBlanc is talking about is a cell phone.
This game came out in 2009, y'all. Vox, hello! How are you? Happy time zone.
I have to say that I did see him playing with it quite a bit myself.
A simple cell phone, a laptop, or organizer I can see, but that's kind of low budget. I hate that noisy little machine in his hand. Not a fragment of beauty, all it produces is ugly sounds. Anyway, I know what I saw. Ms. Tenero?
Yes?
I was wondering if I might be granted permission to examine the crime scene.
What? You want to examine the crime scene?
That's what I just did. I stutter, Ms. Tenero. If you could grant me a little measure of time, I'm sure I could produce the real culprit. The kitten runs along my keyboard. I never know what's going on. Hey, no worries. I hope you're having a lovely... It's Thursday, right? This week is blown by, baby. This is crazy. If I don't like the sound of it, fox in the duck pen. Yes, I think that's how you say it in English. It's Fox guarding the hen house, and I believe my innocence was proven earlier. And if I'm given the chance, I can clear up all the remaining doubts. Mason, hello! Miss Tenero, if you wait until we arrive, there is a good chance that some of the evidence will have been destroyed by then.
I understand. Let me see what the captain has to say.
This should not be approved.
Please, Mr. LeBlanc, in an emergency, all decisions are to be made by the captain alone. Now, please wait here while I go ask the captain what to do. I'll be right back.
You are not planning to erase evidence when you are doing your investigation, yes? Of course not. We will see. He's like a cat. He's just like petting.
Mr. Edgeworth, you have the captain's permission to investigate the crime scene.
What unbelievable! I am in your debt, Miss Tenero.
However, there is one condition. I am to supervise you. Can you agree to that?
Of course, I see no problem with that stipulation. It's only natural, as I am still a suspect in this case. Grr.
I take full responsibility and will watch Mr. Edgeworth's every move. His every move. His every move.
Right, isn't that a good movie, Train? Hydrate. Yo, I got tea. I'll do it. Ugh, I suddenly got sleepy. But that's okay. I got tea.
I hope this is reassurance enough that there will be no foul play. Now then, Mr. Edgeworth, shall we proceed? If you should need my help with anything, please feel free to use tea to talk.
It's time to head to the scene of the crime, the first floor lounge. Yeah, baby. Ooh, come with me. I always have a little friend. Ooh. Bzz, bzz, bzz. It's so novel to be able to walk around and... Oh, there she is. There's the other one. Excuse me, but may I have a word with you? You there. Oh, she's sleeping.
Yawn.
If you need something, please ask Miss Rhoda over there, okay? What the?
I'm terribly sorry that she's being so rude, Mr. Edgeworth.
No need for you to apologize. Okay, whatever. Ooh. Let's go. Should I talk to these people? Hi, miss. How about another glass? Hydrate. You got it. Jose, good morning. Excuse me, but I was wondering if you know anything about the murder.
How about it? How about a glass together?
Oh. Sorry, but I must decline.
I wasn't talking to you. I was talking to the cute attendant. I'm sorry, but I'm on the clock right now. Also you. You're drunk as a skunk, baby. Look at all this!
This is all the alcohol, I mean grape juice, on the entire plane. Are you kidding? Right, let's get out of here. We've gone down the regal stairs, but we are still on an airplane. I want to thank you for your help back there, Mr. Nero. Good morrow to you too, Mr. Comfy. Catboy. Yes, hello. Good day. Happy Thursday Day.
It was nothing. You should thank the captain for granting you permission.
Are there any snakes on the plane? I don't know, not yet.
And just so everything is perfectly clear, I still don't trust you. Your standing with me hasn't changed one iota.
I see. I will bear that in mind.
I received an order from the captain earlier. He wanted you to know that we reserve the right to stop your investigation if we feel you are not making progress. And when we do, he asks that you please return to your seat at that time.
So my time runs out at his and his crew's discretion, does it? I have to find a way to discredit Mr. LeBlanc's testimony before time's up. I understand. By the way, is there any place you can think of where the killer might hide on board?
I don't think so. After every first-class passenger was accounted for at his or her seat, we made a thorough search of the plane. As for business and economy class, no one could move between those two classes in first class without a staff key card. We found no record of a key card being used at all.
Which means that I have first-class killer on my hands. A first-class killer on my hands. At least I know that much for sure. I've had it with these monkey flying snakes on this Monday to Friday plane, man. I miss that era of movie dubbing. Maybe that still exists for planes, actually. Do they do that for planes? Who flies a lot with the on-flight movies? I feel like that's where a lot of people only watch movies, is because they have nothing else to do when they're on. But they're censored, because anyone could watch them, so they do shit like that. And one other thing. No one else has been allowed near the crime scene since the murder was discovered either. Boop, bop, beep, boop. Yeah, baby. Now then, let's get started.
But where should we start from?
Let's start with Mr. LeBlanc's statements. The crime occurred between 6 a.m. and 6:15 a.m. During that interval, the only person in the lounge was myself, which would make me the prime suspect. However, since I did not kill Mr. Higgs, it means that the killer was around somewhere. What clues point to where the killer could have been?
If we are to believe what you say is true, then yes.
The first order of business will be to gather information to win your trust. Excuse me. Okay. Yeah. There's some spilled grape juice. It's not wine. It's non-alcoholic grape juice in front of the elevator. I assume this was spilled during the turbulence.
Oh, we must clean that up or someone might get hurt.
There's footprints. Aha!
What is it, Mr. Edgeworth?
But also some wheelie bops. I found some very important evidence. Yeah, what's the important evidence?
Take that.
It's a shoe print.
What is it?
They're a little smudged, but I think we can both agree they are a set of footprints. Yeah.
So you think?
Yes, these belong to our killer.
Oh, then maybe we should check the shoe sizes of everyone in first class.
I don't think that will be of any help to us. Unfortunately, the prints are too smudged, which will make it hard to get a definitive match.
Oh, I see.
Can I puzzle piece together already? Where the killer could have been, so no, that's not it. That sort of indicates where maybe they went later. Oops. No! Spacebar, please. Good thing, yay learning. Send coffee and rum. I'm training another newbie. Okay, get them drunk. They'll believe anything. But I think that I need to, recalibrate. Did you mean for you? Was that for you? Did you mean for you? What other training advice do you have? Just tell them what after you've given them the rum, put on. So you know how like in class when like in high school when there was nothing, the teacher had no curriculum, so they'd roll in the TV. It's a time to watch a movie. Just put on all of the Pirates of the Caribbean movies, but also you have to point out that like, all right, everybody loves Johnny Depp, but they're incorrect because he's a horrible monster. And then you just see what the newbie does, and then you go from there. You know, if here's the litmus test, right? If they're like, oh, I really like Johnny Depp, and Amber Heard is the bad one, then you fire this guy immediately, and that's the way. That's the way. I like it. This toppled over chair, yet another victim of turbulence.
Ah, no! Look at the grape juice staining the back.
May not look like it, but this chair was extremely valuable. Oh, she said that. It was?
Yes, it was used when the Rocker Pals came to tour this plane.
Teacher with no curriculum, who would do such a thing? Oh my god. That's crazy.
The Rocker Pals leader sat in this very chair.
Sweats an ESL teacher. I'm sorry, but what are these Rocker Pals?
I can't believe you've never heard of them. They're all the rage.
The Rocker Pals are an extremely popular
They're extremely international popular. The Rocker Pals are an extremely popular international band.
Got there, did it.
They added the pals part as they became more popular, especially among teens.
Ah, that explains it. I'm not really one for the music of today. Maybe I should ask Detective Gumshoe about them later. On second thought, I can already see how confusing the conversation would get. Because they got pals in the name, you see. That's the joke. Glasses and candles thrown into disarray by the turbulence. It's been a while since I've seen this big of a mess.
It's been a while since I've been...
I keep getting confused on who's speaking. There's no, like, movement. And usually, I don't know. I'm, like, getting confused.
It's terribly embarrassing, but I thought it was an earthquake for a second.
I think when it's on the top of the screen, my brain isn't... I go from top down, I guess, but I never really realized I was doing that. So if the person's on the bottom, I'm like, whoa.
Stop it. Get some help.
Oh my god. How do I start getting help? Not better help. They're bad. Don't use them.
And I frantically started searching for gas valves to shut off.
I guess the shaking of the plane was bad enough to be mistaken for a real earthquake. Not that I would know, since I was unconscious for most of it. Okay. We need more clues. I want to look at everything but the body. Okay, piano. Oh, Jenny Craig and Cleo. Oh my god, I forgot about Jenny Craig. Holy moly. I didn't forget about Cleo, but I forgot about Jenny Craig.
This grand piano is the pride of the plane. It can play the music of whatever CD we insert into its CD drive.
That's not a piano, it's more like an overgrown music box.
But it's keys to press along with the music, as though there really is someone playing it.
Some people have entirely too much money to waste on overly complex toys. Yeah, that is definitely true. Like one of those Apple Pro headsets, sheesh. One of those Cybertrucks, sheesh. I don't know what you meant. If you meant that as a pun train. Memory dumps? And computer teacher. That is pretty good, actually. These counter windows offer a glimpse of the sky, but these clouds, they tell me nothing.
Is that true? You look like you're talking to the clouds.
Is that so? Then tell me, what do you suppose I said to them?
I don't know, but it looked like a rather one-sided conversation.
The clouds, they tell me nothing. This game's so weird. There are a few copies of Sky magazine in the magazine rack.
This month's special is an English trivia quiz.
That's not a bad idea. I've heard that the youth of today don't know a particular from a participle.
Now, please don't go around confusing people with made-up words, Mr. Edgeworth. Who's ever heard of such a silly word as participle?
Case in point. All right. Ooh, oh my god, I did it again. Have you played any of the Cat Quest? Cat Quest. I don't think that I have. Are those detective games, mystery games? Because I'm a big mystery game slut for real, not for play. You enter a room, the piano just starts playing. I mean, those player pianos do just exist, but they don't play CDs typically. These bottles and glasses must have been broken by the turbulence. There is quite a bit of broken glass here. Please do be careful when passing through the area.
Thank you very much for the warning, Mr. Edgeworth. However, no matter how kind you are towards me, know that it does not clear up any suspicions I have about you.
I wasn't warning you for the sake of clearing my name. I was hoping that was a clue. Maybe I just need to look at the thing.
The door leads to the flight attendant's room. But please understand that it's off limits to unauthorized personnel.
The room is giving off the scent of a woman's perfume. One would think that perfume would smell great. However, to me, it simply smells. There are hack and slash RPG type games with tons of puns. You can wear a paper bag helmet. I love that. That's fun. I haven't heard of those, though. I don't know. Cozy and I have been playing any games that are like, if you're new here or fresh here or haven't been here in a while, my wife, Cozy Cat Girl, and I have a Let's Play channel, like a classic Let's Play channel, where our VTuber models aren't even on the screen, but we're just being silly billies the whole time. We're getting on it being about 2 months old, and we're just sort of like living our best life about it. So check it out if you like. Luca came from there, which is the coolest thing ever. Well, I mean, Luca came from the other channel too, but it was all a big pipeline, you see. Not that I have any interest on what lies beyond this door.
Perhaps you return to investigation. Mr. Edgeworth?
Sorry, I spaced out for a second there. What is happening? Edgeworth, are you good? Okay. Oops. Oh my god. Nope. I keep hitting E. E is not the button. A pity that a bronze statue knows not when a good drink has been spilled at its feet.
This is a statue of our founder, Mr. Ugo Hughes, who is a big fan of grape juice. I'm sure he would be thrilled if he knew so much grape juice was here at his feet.
Is that a hint of hero worshipping I detect? Also, it says, here lies Ugo Hughes. Are these graves? Is he on the plane? What do you mean? Why does it say that? What or who is this? This is a bronze statue.
This is a bronze statue of founder Ugo. Go you Airlines, Mr. Ugo Hughes.
Oh, what?
The one on the left is him when he was in his 40s, and the other is of him in his 80s.
The man aged all over those 4 decades. Maybe I need to squint more. Stop. Yeah, this ice thing is on the ground, but I can't look at that. Alright, we're gonna look at the crime scene. Alright, it's fine. Gonna make a recommendation of horror. Prey. I've played Prey. Prey is more of a Bethesda-style game. Is it not Bethesda? I played a little bit of it, and I feel like I liked it, but... Like, I bought it for the PS4 years ago, and I feel like I played it for 2 or 3 hours straight, and then I never played it again. Which is very interesting. I don't know why not. But sometimes stuff like that happens. Like there was... Oh, excuse me. Not the Bethesda-esque... I think it's the Outer Wilds. Because there's 2 games with really similar names. There's the Outer Wilds, and then there's like the Outer Limits. And I forget which is which. But this was the one that I believe had either Felicia Day or Ashley Birch as one of the characters. I think it was Ashley Birch. And it was like a Bethesda-esque sort of RPG shooter. Not the other one where you're like in a time loop. That's like the Outer Wilds. The Resident Evil games are good for that. Man, I really do want to play a lot of, I think it would be fun to play the remakes with Cozy on the channel, but there's so many games, so little time, you know what I mean? It's rough, it's rough. What floors does this elevator service?
Only the first and second, although it can go down to the cargo hold. However, that requires a flight crew keycard.
So the only floors accessible to passengers are the first and second, huh? I won't rest until I've expected every suspicion. Alright, let's look at him. This is the murder weapon. I'd be down for Resident Evil if chosen. I bet they'll go on sale. Like, come Halloween time. I haven't played any of the remakes, but I think that they would be fun. Oh, I'm rubbing my eyes. I'm sorry. Woo, 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 woo. Okay. I guess I'm sleepy. I guess I'm a sleepy beepy. Sleepy beepy baby. Okay. What is this sinister-looking figure on the floor here?
Oh, that's a piggy bank of our company mascot, Captain Hugo. This is one of the many pieces of merchandise we sell at our in-flight shop. This bank is limited edition and is so popular that we're down to our last one.
You have an in-flight shop.
Yes, it's just beyond the lounge to the right. The shutter to the store is closed at the moment, but it was open the whole flight up until Mr. Hicks's body was discovered.
There's blood on here. Could this have been the murder weapon? Money is strewn all over the floor of the elevator. I would guess that it was all in Mr. Hicks's wallet at some point. Sleepy Catboy is me. I wonder what was hanging off of this lanyard. Something's missing from this picture. Now, if I could just put my finger on it. I doubt anyone was expecting to find a dead body in an elevator on this flight.
So Mr. Hicks, he's really dead?
Yes. She's trembling, although I can't fault her for that when there's a corpse right there.
Mr. Hicks, if you're really dead, then please answer yes.
I see she's over the trembling now, although a new symptom seems to have appeared. Anyway, I should focus on the victim's body. Let's see. There's blood on the back of Mr. Hicks's head. Could this be the cause of death? He appears to have been struck very hard. I'll connect those things. Even his glasses are broken. Okay. Okay. Is that everything? His shoes? There's no grape juice residue on the soles of his shoes, making it highly unlikely that Mr. Hicks entered this elevator after the turbulence. Okay. Ooh, a pocket. There's something sticking out of his pocket. Hope you won't mind if I just take a little look-see-do. Is the murderer not plain to see? It's a picture. Whoa! He doesn't look happy about it. It looks like it was taken inside a building somewhere. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Yeah, there's the cell phone. Can I not? Ugh, I can't look at it. I can't examine that. Okay, he had a cell phone on a lanyard, a totally normal human being thing to do. Not just put it in your pocket. Why? She's on the magazine. She's the one. Rhoda Tenero. I don't get the name here. I'm always trying to piece together what the names are. Sometimes they just sound funny, but like, I feel like they're always supposed to kind of be puns a little bit. Okay, so yeah, we need to puzzle piece some shit together. So I think, yeah, we can connect these dots. Thank you, Saribot, for banning. A statue with blood on it lying next to the body of a man who was beaten to death.
Oh, Mr. Edgeworth, I think I figured something out.
Yes, what is it? Yeah, good bot. Everyone spam good bot. Hell yeah.
The way the blood is on this, it looks like it matches up with the wound on his head.
Well, aren't we deserving of the master of the obvious title?
Well, what do you think, Mr. Edgeworth? Don't you think that's worth investigating?
It would appear that this figurine is our murder weapon.
Oh, I just knew it. I mean, I can't think of any other connection.
Perhaps the master of the oblivious would be more befitting. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Okay. There's some spilled grape juice on the floor. The victim's glasses are broken. Were they broken during his murder? I don't think this is right, but I'm going to connect where was the killer to the elevator. But I feel like maybe that's not going to be it. Oh, it was. Okay. True, there wasn't anywhere else in the lounge other than myself right before the turbulence. But if the killer was in the elevator along with the victim, then that's a different story. And I could prove that the killer rode the elevator with Hicks. In the elevator with Hicks. I mean, somebody was in there. Ah, yeah, okay, connect it with the footprints. I have it!
I'm sorry, but I don't understand, Mr. Edgeworth.
I can prove that someone other than myself was here around the time of the murder.
What, really?
Yes, it's rather simple, actually. The proof is in the pudding, or rather, the grape juice in this case. Ruinous Ghost, hello! I'm gonna do productive things. Have a lovely stream. Thank you so much for dropping in, Boxney. It's very lovely to see you. Have a lovely... Go do all the things. Get all the things done. Yo, Ghost, it's an Ace Attorney game. Are you excited? Are you ready? These footprints here confess me to this very fact. That someone exited the elevator alive. Seeing as how the victim is dead, that would mean a second person.
But couldn't the footprints be from Mr. Hicks himself?
Ah, but if you take a look at our victim's shoes, you can see the soles are spotless.
Which means...
Mr. Hicks wasn't alone in the elevator. In fact, it's quite the opposite. There was actually one other person inside the elevator. Okay. Deduce. Is this spot somehow... Yeah, the picture.
Eureka!
Yeah. Mr. Hicks's machine is nowhere to be found.
His machine?
Ahem, his cell phone, Miss Tenero.
Ah, so I guess it's because it's not here.
Yes, I think we can safely deduce that the killer took it. Missing cell phone. It's like an LG chocolate, but red.
Bow!
It's before smartphones, you see. What's going on over there? LeBlanc is screaming in Borginian. Unforgivable, it's unforgivable. Do you understand what I'm saying? The movie is late. It is the same level of bad as if the plane arrived late.
But the movie?
What? I will not talk to you anymore. You are just wasting my time.
What is the matter, Miss LeBlanc?
If there is...
If there is no emergency, please return to your seat, sir.
Do not tell me what to do. I need not to sit down. Well, Mr. Prosecutor, did you prove you are innocent yet? If you would like, I will prove my innocence to you right now. What nonsense! Are you saying my eyewitness testimony is mistaken? Not mistaken, merely that there's room for doubt. I'd be most honored if you could please tell me what you saw in detail once more. Fine, suit yourself. Bang, bang. Yeah! What I saw. I am certain I saw Mr. Hicks enter that elevator. It was when the needles on my pocket watch pointed to the 6 and the 12. The body I discovered 15 minutes after that in the lounge, yes? What was discovered? Then you, the only person in the lounge at that time, must be the criminal. What is that character? That's Zinc... I forget his name. LeBlanc. Zinc LeBlanc. Mr. LeBlanc's conclusions seem to make logical sense. After all, the only person in the lounge at the supposed time of the murder was me. So, my eyewitness testimony, if you think you can destroy it, then come, let me see. Hurry, do I look like a man who is having the time to wait for you? Why is he so irritated? I'm the one accused of murder here. Anyway, I must find a way to discredit Mr. LeBlanc's account somehow, and fast. Do it, Edgy, do it! I'm certain that I saw Mr. Hicks in that elevator. Mr. LeBlanc, were you able to get a good look at the inside of the elevator at that time? Of course I saw what was inside. And you are sure that the victim was in the elevator alone? Zen Dragoon, lurking during work with no audio. Hope everyone's doing great. I'm gonna send... They have no audio. I send hearts. Yes, the only person inside was that Mr. Hicks man. This last outburst is a bit too important to let go. The only person inside was that Hicks man.
Hold it!
Hold it. Was he really alone? Of course, I will bet even 1 cent. A cheap ante for a cheap testimony. If that's how you want to play it, I'll happily take your 1 cent. I'm poor, you see. I'm poor as fuck. I mean... What? Looks like footprints and something being dragged. I mean... oh, oops. I'll try and present this.
Objection!
Yeah, okay. Back home we got raspberry, strawberry, and peach flavored popsicles. Hell yeah. That rules. Oh no, head pats! Ah, shittles, hold on. Another long case of me forgetting to hit the second button on Mix It Up. My bad, Sharky. I'll give head pats when they refresh. Mr. LeBlanc. What is it? There is a very glaring contradiction in your testimony. What do you mean? Please take a look at the area in front of the elevator. There, at the spilled grape juice. Yes, and will you admit you also spilled it with the blood? No, it spilled itself during the turbulence. But the interesting thing here is the set of grape juice footprints. Footprints? Yes, the ones that lead from within the elevator out into the lounge itself. It's evidence that proves that someone other than Mr. Hicks exited the elevator alive. Yo, I'm gonna say nice. I'm about to say nice right now, y'all. That's crazy. All right, everybody. On 3, we are all going to spam the word nice. Are you ready? I'm gonna redeem these head pats first. There we go. There you go, Sharky. All right. 1, 2, 3. Everybody say nice. Nice. Nice, 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 nice. Nice. Cuzzy. Anyways. Thank you for that, Ghost. Oh my goodness. Okay. It's evidence that proves that somehow someone other than Mr. Hicks exited the elevator alive. Unf. There must have been another person in the elevator with Mr. Hicks. Now then, I'm done playing games. Why don't you tell us the truth?
Can you please translate for us?
There she is. That's Cammy Meal, everyone. She's got dead eyes and an unbuttoned shirt. No way. That's totally impossible, I guess is what he said. No way. That is totally impossible. Cozy and Comfy are married? Yeah, did you not know that? That's true. It says so on our Let's Play channel. Back in the shadows, Cozy. Thank you for dropping it. I know there was no other person in there. I saw with my own eyes. Check out our Let's Play channel there, everybody. Please, please, if you think we're funny. There's so much content every day. Yeah, hello, flight attendant, indeed. This is a classic Capcom Ace Attorney character. I know there was no other person in there. I saw with my own eyes.
If you want to know what I think, Mr. Edgeworth, I don't think Mr. LeBlanc is lying to us.
I suppose she's right. He doesn't seem to be lying. But then what does it mean? What about this contradiction? Mr. LeBlanc, please just once more, will you recall the details of what you witnessed for me? He's so upsetting to look at. Like, it's just this sweaty, angry man. I was very upset with Mr. Hicks when Mr. Hicks passed my pie seat. I was always checking the time over and over again. I happened to follow that man with my eyes when he passed me. And I saw clearly into the elevator he was entering. But I swear there was no one else inside. No one. ba, ba, ba.
Mr. LeBlanc, if you would please calm down.
What dare you two have an issue with my eyewitness testimony?
Ah, no, not at all. Please forget I said anything.
Yet again, he doesn't appear to be lying. But I can't let this testimony stand as the truth. Yeah, Edgeworth, do it, baby. Yep. He's a sweaty boy. He's very upset when Mr. Hicks passed by my seat. Why? So, are you still upset now? I am always upset. The only time I am not is when I have a piece of art in my hands. It's surprisingly easy to believe that about him. But I was even more upset when Mr. Hicks walked by me. I was always checking the time over and over again.
Hold it!
Why? Why were you so attentive to the time? Because something unforgivable is happening. Come to think of it, you were yelling about something unforgivable earlier. I was giving a complaint to the attendant about the movie starting time. Return back to me my time in money, you understand the point. Movie? Is he talking about the in-flight one that's mentioned in the magazine? Is he? Movies starts at 6. Oh. He's messed up on the time zone. So maybe his timing is all fucked up. It's all fucky wucky. He's talking about the in-flight one that's mentioned in the magazine. Oh my god. Oh my god. A summary of the plot and its start time. Interesting. They were supposed to show License to Love, Laugh, Maim, and Murder. I cannot see that movie in my country. You can only see it on international flights. I look forward greatly to that movie. I check my pocket watch whenever possible so I would not miss it. I even set my pocket watch to the destination time. Well, there it is. There it is. That's the answer. Departure time. Yeah, you baka. So my watch is not wrong. It matched the schedule. The movie was still late. Very, very late.
Hold it!
Your pocket watch? I'd like to ask you a little more about it, if that's all right. The movie I wanted to see would not start, so I checked my pocket watch many times. Sheesh. Let's just present it, baby.
Objection!
Oh, fiddles. Do I need to press him about it?
Hold it!
Hold it! So this movie you mentioned, is it the one listed in the Sky magazine? Yes! I was so looking forward to watching License to Love, Laugh, Maim, and Murder. Miss Tenero, was this movie shown on this flight?
Yes, it was shown at the scheduled time.
Isn't it possible you simply slept through it by accident? This time you found more evidence. Ba-dum-bop-bop-bop! Nonsense, you doubt me. Nope. No, now stop pointing at me like that. Odd, how did he miss a movie that he was clearly hoping to see? I checked my pocket watch a great number of times. That much I know for sure. Oh. This is okay.
Hold it!
Hold it! Oops. Oh. You're sure about what you just testified, Mr. LeBlanc? Yes, of course. I am very busy man. I am immediately busy when I land. I have many places to go and no time to waste adjusting my pocket watch. I see. That was a very valuable statement you just made. Why is he an anime pose every time? He's an anime boy. They're all anime. Even if this looks a little less anime than usual. Flatter me all you want, but you will not get 1 cent out of me. That's all right. All I require is this piece of testimony. Alright. Let's set it now. We present the magazine.
Objection!
There it is. Yay. No. Mr. LeBlanc, you said this just now in your testimony. I even set my pocket watch to the destination time when I come on board. Now, if your watch had been set to our destination's time zone, it would mean that your watch is displaying the time of our destination. Yes, and the correct time is worth its 6 cents. I would like you to take a look at this. If you believe this Sky magazine, clocks on this flight run in accordance with the time of our departure time zone. Of course, the movie schedule was also created with that in mind. Ms. Tenero, for confirmation's sake, what time zone is this flight aligned to right now?
Well, we made a sharp stop at a transfer point.
That's right. It was in that small Asian country, the Republic of Zhengfa.
But we didn't readjust our onboard clocks at that time. So right now we are still running on Borginian time.
What? The time difference between Borginia and our destination is 9 hours. In that case, it's only natural that your watch would be out of sync with the schedule. Further, with your analog watch set to our destination's time, it would appear to be running 3 hours fast when compared to the flight's onboard clocks. It also changes everything about your testimony. And you can bet 1,000,000 cents on that. In light of this information, it means you saw Mr. Hicks 3 hours prior at 3 a.m.
My 1,000,000 cents!
She's like sleeping. Her hair is insane. Look at this hair. This should clear up all of the remaining accusations.
So this basically widens the time frame for the time of the death, right?
Yes, because Mr. LeBlanc saw the victim enter the elevator at 3 a.m., it means that the time of death could be anywhere from 3 to 6:15 a.m. The question now is, where was Mr. Hicks during that span of time, and what was he doing? I got something to say. And you are? I'm Cammy Neal. I'm a flight attendant. And what is it you wish to say? Well, I think your story is just a little different from how I remember it.
What do you mean, Cammy?
I saw Mr. Hicks sitting in his seat at 5 a.m., you know. What? How can you be so sure of the time?
Oh, that's right. He pushed his call button while we were parked at the transfer point.
A message from Captain Ugo. They make a whole magazine every flight, like. This flight will making a brief stop to refuel and transfer cargo in the Republic of Zhengfa between 4 and 5 a.m. We ask you all passengers remain on board at that time. Thank you for your cooperation. Ah, the stop we made for refueling and cargo transfer at Zhengfa, right?
Yes, it was from 4 to 5 a.m. according to our clocks.
And during that time, did any of the passengers leave, or did any of the new ones board this flight?
No. Not a single person got off or on in Zhengfa.
What about the flight crew?
The few who were handling the cargo transfer might have temporarily gotten on or off. But eventually everyone, including Cammy and myself, came back to the plane.
So basically, I can assume that no one left or got on since our initial takeoff. Interesting. I should keep that in mind. Boop, 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 boop. Yeah, and I answered his call. I can tell you Mr. Acme Hex was there in his seat when we took off again at 5 a.m. Alright, then that puts the time of the murder between 5 and 6:15 a.m. Okay, now what time did you come down from the lounge, Mr. Edgeworth? I remember coming down here almost as soon as we left the Republic of Zhengfa. Ah! You were here the whole time from 5 years. Then you are the only one who could be the killer.
Mr. Edgeworth, were you really here in the lounge this entire time from 5 a.m. onwards?
Unfortunately, yes.
But then, how do we explain the footsteps?
Is that not obvious? This man waited for Mr. Hicks here in the lounge, waited to kill him, and then put the corpse in the elevator. That is when the turbulence happened. My eyewitness testimony may have been mistaken. But what time I saw Mr. Hicks enter the elevator on the second floor does not matter, because the entire incident concluded here in this lounge. Everything happened in this lounge. Is that what you really believe, Mr. LeBlanc? What, do you have another idea? I simply feel there is something out of place in the scenario you presented. So something that can tie this crime to a location other than the lounge. Is there? Okay, hold on. Okay, there's a passport inside. I don't see, I mean... There's not really, like, any blood, like, in this elevator. Maybe that's it.
Take that!
Oh, no. That was not it! No! Okay, hold on. Let me do the old-fashioned, Oh, I can't save right now. Shit! Okay. Something I can tie this somewhere else. Is it this? I mean, I know that there's blood on it. It's a piggy bank. Suppose this is where you insert coins. I have to say, for a piggy bank, it's made rather well. So well, in fact, I'm not sure there's a way to take your money out. It's like a real piggy bank. Okay. Yeah, where, like, is this? I'm gonna try this to suggest that maybe it happened in the gift shop area.
Take that!
Yeah, there we go. The murder weapon. This little piggy bank is sold at the in-flight shop. Yay! It is sold there and only there, and is not displayed here in this lounge. How then did it find its way here? Don't you find that a tiny bit suspicious? Such a trivial point. It only means you prepared it, taking it from the shop first before coming here. It doesn't prove you are innocent at all. Ugh. Is there no way to win with this man? Hold it!
If I may.
What is it?
You see, well, it's just as Mr. Edgeworth says.
Oh, and why do you know this so well?
Well, it's just that the piggy bank was there in the shop. I saw it with my own eyes.
And when was this?
It was maybe around 5:40 a.m.
Isn't that just before we hit that patch of turbulence?
That's right.
You were in the shop just before the turbulence.
Yes, I was.
Come to think of it, Miss Tenero, when I found the body, I believe you came out of that door.
Yes, I did.
And that is, what is beyond that door?
That's the flight attendant's room.
Then you are on the first floor.
Yes. I had to do something at the shop and in the flight attendant's room. So I went to the shop first and then went to the flight attendant's room.
Are you saying that you passed by me at some point?
Yes, you seemed really into the issue of Sky Magazine you were reading at the time. I don't suppose you noticed me walking by.
I vaguely recall someone walking by, but I didn't take notice of who it was.
Anyway, the piggy bank was definitely there at the shop when I went there.
Why did you go to the shop in the first place?
I went there for a work-related matter.
Why are you being cryptic? Work, you say?
Yes, the upkeep of the shop is also one of my responsibilities.
Then why did you not say anything about that until now is what I want to know. In any case, she's being suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. I believe it's clear that the shop needs to be investigated as well.
Shall we move over there then?
What is it now? Aren't you forgetting something, Ms. Rhoda? Don't you need the captain's permission to check the shop?
No, I haven't forgotten. But I have already asked him for permission to search the entire plane. So I think we're all right.
Huh? That's weird. What is? Well, I just talked to the captain, say, and he said he didn't give you permission to do anything like that at all. What is the meaning of this, Miss Tenero? It means she's lying. Go on, admit they are. You said you had permission to search all over, but you don't, and yet here you are. You, flight attendant, what are you trying to do? Pull the sheep over us. The captain's calling for you, Ms. Rhoda. Oh, but don't worry. I already got permission to search the shop from the captain. See, unlike you, I do things the right way. Miss Tenero, why would you do such a thing?
Please excuse me.
Uh-oh. Is she the culprit? Looks like I got to be in charge now. Please go back to your seat, Mr. LeBlanc. Now then, Mr. Edgeworth, if you would follow me, I will be your guide from now on. There's something about Ms. Tenero that has piqued my curiosity, but right now, investigating the in-flight shop is my top priority. We get to hang out with Cammy Meal. She's so sleepy. He's waggling. Ms. Meal, about investigating the in-flight shop. You're of no use to me asleep. Wake up! Huh? What's up? I need you to come with me so I can search the shop. Go ahead without me. I'll catch up with you later. How has this woman not been fired yet? I don't want to talk to him. Bye. Oh my god. What an elegante shop. Skullman, hello. Good morning. How are you? How are you? Baby, baby. Okay. So this is the in-flight shop. It's quite a mess in here. You think? Guess I'll have to clean things up then. Tee-hee. Hold on, you can't clean up a potential crime scene. Oh, thank goodness. I hate cleaning so much. I mustn't rush things here. I must remain cool, calm, and collected. Because this piggy bank was left at the crime scene. There was a very good chance that the killer had paid this place a visit. Begin investigation. There's a lot of these little bears. She's got one. I don't know much about this shop, but you can still ask me about whatever. Notice anything? So what do you think about what has happened regarding this case? I don't know. I guess you're the killer, though. I guess I think you're the killer, though, Mr. Edgeworth. I can assure you I'm here in the shop to prove just the opposite. Blech. Ah, but it was me that got you the permission to look around. Yeah, no. So don't forget that, okay? She's so sleepy. How am I supposed to thank you properly if you insist on falling asleep? Well, you know what I'd really show you, thanks. You see that item for sale over there? Sorry, but you're going to have to make do with my words of appreciation. Okay. Yeah, you want the neon green and yellow suitcases? They're 50% off. Can you believe it? What are these? Oh, those are our company's completely original line of suitcases. They're practically flying out the door. That's how popular they are. You should buy one and see how you like it. You won't regret it. Perhaps that's how things work on this flight, but in the real world, you try, then buy. No way, but either way, it doesn't really matter. True, either way, then why would anyone buy a suitcase after they've boarded the plane? Anyway, say that. Just look at all the Captain Ugo heads painted on there. Cute company mascot, isn't he? Captain Ugo heads? Is that like the bear? They're painted on with a lot of care. Doesn't he look like he's about to jump out at you? He's certainly making something jump up inside my stomach. Huh? Oh, I guess there's no fooling your refined taste. You look like you really wanted to get one. And I thought I was gonna finally make my first sale, but just saw right through it. Glad that's done, though. Never make me try to give you a sales pitch ever again, okay? But I never showed any interest in it to begin with. Tee-hee! It really is pretty horrible, isn't it? You want to know something? The suitcase was designed by Ms. Rhoda. Ms. Tenero designed this? Yeah, it was a company-wide contest. Well, it does have a very sharp design sense. Haha, sharp like stinky sharp cheddar, babe. Cheddar isn't stinky. What do you mean? That ain't no gorgonzola. These white fudge Oreos be smacking with mustard. What do you mean with mustard? What are you talking about with mustard? What are you talking about? What do you mean? You get the quadruple. That was all 5. No, that was quadruple's 4. Fuck, I fucked up. I really have no idea why the big wigs decided to go with it. It's so black. Ms. Tenero designed this, did she? It's definitely not what I would have expected. What the hell? Ah! Yeah, okay. I'm fine. Please watch yourself, Ms. Meal. Letting a suitcase freely roll around has got to be a safety violation. Here, I'll put it back. Thank you. Thank you, Cammy. Okay. Oh my god, every time. Sus. The glass from this display case's door is shattered all over the floor. And it looks like there's nothing on display inside either. Wait, actually, I think there is something inside. What's this? A mini captain's hat? I swear I've seen one of these before. Is this supposed to... Is that not evidence? That's just a puzzle piece? Yeah, maybe these go together. Tiny hat, tiny hat. Oh! The hat probably used to be on the piggy bank's head. Let's give it a go and see. Whoa! I believe this piggy bank was forcibly removed from this display case. Does this mean that the killer broke the glass to get at it? Really? Don't tell me you don't know what things go where in this shop. Well, I don't. Ms. Ryder's in charge of this place. So, come on, how should I know anything? I sense that further inspection of this display case is needed. Yeah. Evidence. We shuffle. I won't rest until I've looked at fucking everything. Glass in this door is broken. Perhaps it was the killer who broke it in order to take this piggy bank. But it's a bit odd that the inside of the case is so devoid of glass shards. Plus, the glass broke rather cleanly. Ah! What is it? I touched the glass and it cut my finger. It hurts, Mr. Edgeworth. That hurts. Please tell me you can deal with such a minor cut on your own. Come on. But it was only this door. Everything else is secured. For security, there's a lock on this display case. Yeah, it's a bit low cut, to be sure. It's just a little, G-Mama, just a tiny bit. Ms. Meal, if I may ask you about this lock. The one who's in charge of the shop is Ms. Rhoda, so she's got the keys to all the display cases. I see. Oh, I bet you want to buy something. Do you want me to go get the key from her? No, that's all right. Books? Go U Airlines related books line this shelf. The history of Go U Airlines. The future of Go U Airlines. The 7 wonders of Go U. Fight on, Go U Airlines. Working name, You Go Airlines. You go, you! The titles make it very clear that they won't be making the top sellers list anytime soon. Come on. What about these little guys? It's the same man as the one portrayed by the statues around the elevator. Yeah, that's a paperweight of the founder of Go U Airlines, Mr. Hugo Hughes. On the bottom shelf, we have the cute one. The middle shelf is the realistic one. And on the top shelf, that's for the floral version. Floral? Are you sure about that? Let me guess. You just said the first thing that came to your mind, right? Looks like hit the bullseye. I mean, am I to deduce? I mean, seems like pretty obvious. If the killer had broken the glass, there was something weird about this. If the killer had broken the glass to get at the Captain Ugo bank, there should be shards of glass inside the case itself. Oh, I say. Yeah, I guess it'd be like that. However, there's not a single piece of glass inside the display case. Nope, there isn't. Which means that the glass was broken from the inside out. The piggy bank must have fallen over from the turbulence and right through the glass. Yeah, that's for sure. There's so much glass everywhere. I'm willing to bet that this hat was knocked off its head at that time, too. That's nice. Which leads me to believe that the killer took the Captain Ugo bank from here after the turbulence. Okay. Take your power naps on your own time, Ms. Meal, and listen when I'm talking. But the murder occurred before the turbulence, which rules this piggy bank out as the murder weapon. So you mean the bank's not the real murder weapon? It's a fake? Yes, at this point, that is a very real possibility. But then what if the killer went to take Captain Ugo? They broke the glass by accident. The display case is locked, so that's highly unlikely. Hold on. Oh, interesting. Hold on, give me one. I'm gonna be right, but give me 1 second. There is people, one home over, and they have decided that now, at the crack of 10:30, is the time to start doing a wood chipping, tree branch tripping sort of a thing. Oh, excuse me. I was like, damn, that's crazy. I don't know if I talked about this on stream, but the other day I witnessed a crime. I heard a loud noise, and I looked out the window, and before I could even really parse what was happening, I watched two guys in an unmarked van stealing the catalytic converter from a Prius. Because we're not on the first floor. So, and then they just drove off very quickly, and I could not believe it. So I was sort of, now anytime I hear some shit outside, I'm just like, all right, what's going on, please? But it's just a tree chipper. Okay. The display case is locked, so it's highly unlikely. Yeah, but there's one person I cut off. Oh, and who would that be? It's Rhoda, of course. I mean, she's the one in charge of this place, so she has the keys to everything. You are the attorney. I'm an attorney. I'm gonna arrest those thieves. Miss Rhoda Tenero, huh? Okay. So that's good to know that, like, I've looked at everything. The present goes away. I don't want to be, like, stuck on shit like that. Stuffed toys, just like the one Ms. Meal is holding, are on display here. Isn't that crazy, G-Mama? I was like, damn, that sucks. I hate that happened. They're relatively cheap, which explains why they're displayed so haphazardly. How about it, Miss Edgeworth? You know you want one, Tom. They're great for when you're stressed. Why do I envision stuffed animal abuse when she says that? Alright, I've looked at... not this. Inside this display case is a row of lifesavers and life vests for sale! We sell a lot of those when there's some kind of accident or something. But some people buy them even when nothing's going on. How about it, Mr. Edgeworth? Can I buy one? I sense that this shop is one shopper away from being sued. Yeah, no, you gotta buy your way to safety on this airline. Beautiful flowers in a beautiful arrangement. I feel cleansed just by looking at them. Well, you're kind of stepping on a few of them, you know, Mr. Edgeworth. Oh, excuse me. What the hell? Edgeworth, please. Please. Oh. There's a wide selection of souvenirs for sale in these display cases. You know what I'd suggest? Sorry, but I have no intention of buying souvenirs on this trip. Okay, then how about you buy something from me, then, as a present? I can't think of a single reason why I'd want to buy you anything. But I've had my eye on that pennant for such a long time. Try paying some attention to me when I ask you something, and then we'll talk. Okay, so I feel... oh. What's this? There are all kinds of luxury name brand merchandise. Okay. I think that that's our thing. So now... that probably means I need to deduce a little bit more. Broken glasses. Maybe broken glasses and turbulence? No! Maybe now I will save, also. Ooh. Ooh, baby, baby, baby. Saving my game in case I fuck up and die. Ooh. Yeah, can I talk to you about... maybe I need to present you with more shit. About the shop. I caught my finger on those bad pieces of glass. Don't blame the glass for something you did to yourself. Just be more careful. Same to you. You're the one walking all over broken glass. You sure you're okay? I'm fine. Any glass I walk on, I crush like this. That's nice. Please be careful. What is going on in this game? Please be careful around the display case, okay? I wouldn't want you getting hot. Compared to the glass around my feet, the inside of the case is nothing to be afraid of. After all, no glass fragments appear to have ended up inside. Then I guess even you can tidy up the case, right? Perish the thought. Okay, let's present her... with the bear? I don't know. Ms. Rhoda said that this piggy bank was in the shop, right? Don't you find it a tiny bit suspicious? I don't think I can say either way yet. There's not enough evidence to convince me that she was lying about anything back there. Are you sure about that? What do you mean? Oh my god. Oh my god. Present. T. Okay. Not that. We're just gonna show her everything. I guess. Boop, 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 boop. We're at this part of the game. I don't think I'm to have left yet. But I also don't think that I'm finished here. Okay, 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 okay. Oh, like I said earlier, I was the one answering people's calls when we were refueling in Zhengfa. And Mr. Hex was in his state at that time. What time was that again? He called around 5 a.m. when you were at your seat around then too, you know. I do recall people calling for service at around that time. Even if this turns out to be a waste of time, I must stand firm. I just know that there was a vital clue or two awaiting me in this shop. Huh. Can I present people to you? No. Okay, then what did I... Have I missed something? Maybe I need to puzzle something better together. Turbulence. And the suitcases? There we go. Okay. Yes, there is definitely something wrong here. Huh? What's with the sudden yelling? Tell me, Ms. Meal, don't you think there's something strange about these suitcases? Oh, well, sure, they're totally strange, like the color on the side. That's not what I'm talking about. Now pay attention. Ah, you're scaring me, Mr. Edgeworth. Sorry. Ahem. These suitcases are lined up a bit too prim and proper. Yeah, they look a bit uptight, don't they? But I guess they take after their creator. Ha ha. Again, that's not what I meant, Miss Meal. Don't you find it unusual that these cases are the only things undisturbed by the turbulence? Never mind, I'd sooner find an answer by inspecting these suitcases myself. Upon closer inspection, they really are quite hideous. Tee-hee. I wonder how Mesrata would have reacted if she heard what you just said. What's wrong? She makes a good point. It would be wise of me to watch what I say out loud. What's this? I've spotted something that's not quite right. What is so unusual about this suitcase? It's got blood on the wheel.
Take that!
I mean, grape juice. Something very peculiar about these wheels. Huh, Hazan? As in, there are no stoppers in place on these. Oh, well, that too, I guess. Without stoppers, one would think that the turbulence would have sent it flying. And? And so, it is very unlikely that the suitcase was placed here. It is very likely the suitcase was placed here after we hit that turbulence. Let's take a closer look at it, shall we? Oh, they're... Look at this! Oh, I couldn't see what it was before. That's so funny. They're little... What is this animal? I thought they were supposed to be bears, but like... This is... what is this animal type? That's got a name. I can't remember what it's called. This was apparently designed by Miss Tenero herself. The design has a certain je ne sais quoi about it. Lemurs, yeah! Lobstersterin, hello, welcome, thank you. How are you? Yes, perhaps that's the best way to put it. Yeah, let's look at that wheel. No. Look at the wheel. What's this? This wheel is completely covered in something. This color and the scent, it appears to be the substance in question. It appears the substance in question is grape juice. But why would there be juice on the wheel of a suitcase? Well, that is certainly a good question, Edgeworth. It would appear to be unlocked. Let's take a look at what's inside. Oh! That belongs to the other man. A piece of cloth. And it's soaked with blood.
Ah! It's blood.
It appears that this suitcase is very strongly tied to our murder after all. Yay! I did it all. So explain this to me. What does this suitcase have to do with a murder? I believe it's pretty safe to say that the killer used this suitcase in some manner. Such as to move something, perhaps. But aren't you just talking about the cloth, then? That alone is too small. A larger item would be needed to move what I'm thinking of. The thing I believe the killer used the suitcase to transport is... the body.
Take that!
Something that would fit inside a suitcase and is also covered in blood. Sounds like a dead body, doesn't it? We figured out the murder location after all. But, In light of this, I'd say that Mr. Hicks was moved into the elevator from someplace else, which means that the murder was committed in an entirely different location. So you're saying that after moving the body into the elevator, the killer brought the suitcase in here and just left it? Exactly. What is it? Nothing. Just that. I was thinking about what Ms. Rhoda said about coming here for something. Excuse me, Mr. Edgeworth. It's her. There she is.
I wanted to give you a bit more time, but I'm afraid I wasn't able to convince the captain. I'm very sorry, Mr. Edgeworth, but the captain feels that he has allowed you ample time. He says that he'd appreciate it if you could wrap it up here and return to your seat.
I understand his sentiments. However, if I'm not allowed to complete my investigation, the crime scene may become contaminated by the time we land. If I must stop, then I insist to be allowed to oversee the preservation of the two sites. Under your supervision, of course.
If that's your only condition, then I believe we can accommodate your wishes. I'm here to assist you in any way that I can, Mr. Edgeworth.
Sounds like fun! We can camp out and watch over everything together! I found proof that the real crime scene was not in the lounge. And I have enough evidence to prove myself to be innocent of any wrongdoing. And yet, regarding what Ms. Meal reminded me about Ms. Tenero, I can't allow my investigation to end here. The truth must come to light! Roar! To be continued! Hell yeah. What will happen? Let's find out. This seems like a great place for a bathroom break. Everybody stretch. If you're listening, lurking, take a little stretch do. I'm gonna try and... Oh, we've landed. I'm gonna wait for... I want music to start playing, so I don't leave you all in perfect silence. I know that once we landed, I'm supposed to let the local police take over. And thanks to Ms. Tenero and Ms. Meal, I was able to preserve the crime scene. It's Salmonella! There he is! Look at him back there! He's from the first game. That's very funny. But I just can't shake it. I wasn't able to talk with Ms. Tenero in private. So I'm left wondering, what was she up to? Why did she do what she did? There must be a way for me to continue my investigation. Who could it be? Let's find out in a break. I'll be right back. I love you. BRB screen. Wow, 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 wow. What's your favorite murder weapon, everybody? Tell me. Cozy, not the tickling claws. No, no, no. I'm back. I refilled my tea and got a few snacks like these gummy lifesavers, which are one of my favorite candies of all time. And Cozy got some for me, and it's so nice. All right. Look at Salmonella just eating a lunchbox. Leo, hello. I'm gonna press him. All right, I think this is Franziska. All right, here we go. I've been expecting you, Miles Edgeworth. Yeah! Oh, I love her. Franziska, I thought you were still in Germany. I go where I am needed, and wherever there are criminals to be caught. Her name is Franziska von Karma, the daughter of my mentor, Manfred von Karma. She is, like myself, is a prosecutor. Cozy got them tickle claws. That is her favorite weapon. She loved to tickle. She a tickling fiend. Are you heading up this case? It would be a bit of a relief if you are. Don't you try to flatter me, Miles Edgeworth. I'm placing you under arrest. Ah, what? It's quite frustrating, actually. I had hoped to exact my revenge on you in a different venue. But I'll have to take what I can get. I never thought I'd see the day when a disciple of the House of Von Karma could become a criminal. Have you no shame? Wait, it has all been a big misunderstanding. I didn't kill the victim. A misunderstanding? I heard all about the murder over the police radio from the captain himself. You waited for the victim on the first floor and then beat him to death. Franziska, do you honestly believe that I killed a man? I suppose I should reserve judgment until after I have investigated this for myself. Her little waggly fingers, she's like, boop, 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 boop. I can put your arrest on hold until then. That's as it should be. Ha! I don't need a lecture on how to perform my duties from you of all people. To be perfect in every way, the fulfillment of that creed alone is all I strive for. Well, I have my own creed, which I must fulfill. Creed like the band. You remember Creed, everyone? So why don't we solve this together? They were like a Christian rock band in the late 90s. They're my it's me, Miles Edgeworth. They're my favorite. I have to get going. The crime scene awaits. Don't you dare leave town. Trust me, I had no intention to. Detective Gumshoe. Yes, sir. Yay! Too slow. No! Oh! Listen up. I'm leaving you in charge of watching this man. Don't mess up, understand? Mr. Edgeworth, I'm supposed to guard him? A simple yes or no, detective. Ah, yes, sir. Understood, sir. Should have been me. Come on. You just leave it to me. Miles Edgeworth, if you interfere with my investigation, I'll arrest you on the spot. Are we clear? Now then, if you'll excuse me. Bye-bye. Good to see you again, Mr. Edgeworth, sir. Boy, am I glad to see you're okay. Thank you, detective. I believe in you, sir. You can lead on me. I'll get you through this. I have to admit I'm a bit curious as to what Franziska is up to. Oh, excuse me. Maybe I should ask the good detective. Very well. In that case, I have a few questions for you. It's the classic Gumshoe music. They didn't update it at all. It's just the original OG music. Alright, I'll lower it back down. Alright, what's up, Edgy? Oops. Edgy, please. I mean, I'm Edgy. Hold on. Oh, God. Initial investigation. So how is the initial investigation going? We just shipped the body off to the coroner's office. And we're taking statements now, sir. That sounds like Franziska. She was always good at quick responses to a case. I'd say she was a little, too quick, sir. Oh, how so? I rushed on over as soon as I got word of the affair, sir. But somehow, when I got here, Ms. Von Karma was already here barking out orders at everyone. It was kind of creepy, as though she knew there had been a murder or something. And had come in advance to await your flight's arrival. That is sort of odd. She did show up rather quickly and out of the blue. Plus, I still don't know why she's here in America. There must be, because we're in America, you see. There must be some backstory to all of this. Ms. Von Karma just kind of popped up at the prosecutor's office about a week ago, sir. Something about chasing down leads related to a certain incident. Don't need to improve something, it's already perfect. Well, they redid all the music for this game. So it's interesting to hear the old version in here, you know what I mean? No details? It's got a top secret, so she can't talk about it, even with me, sir. Knowing her, the only type of talking she likes to do is with her whip. Plus, I doubt the top secret part is what stopped her from talking to you, Detective. Come on. Although I wonder if her case has anything to do with mine. Anyway, that's about all the info I have, sir. We should find out more as we investigate. Yes, it is high time to resume my investigation, starting with talking to the people involved in this case afresh. Come with me, yeah! Oh, gumshoe times. Where you can really see every angle of his meat-like head. And every bandage. He's got 2 bandages. He hurt his chin twice. Somehow. Yeah, because they're just 1-to-1, right? I don't know why games always do this. He's got 2 pencils. Like, it wouldn't be that hard to just make a fresh sprite for the other side. You know what I mean? I don't know. I was thinking about that in Chrono Trigger. The character of Luca has like a big thing on her like on her left ear, I guess. So our on the right side, but like it's always there on either side of the sprite, no matter what. And I was like, all right, that's Super Nintendo. I get it. It's 2024. It's on computer. Let's talk to Sal. What do you got to say? Looking from behind, I think I've seen this man somewhere before. Nom 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 nom. In Soviet Russia, world flags lunchbox each Jew. Ha ha ha. No, he speaks in like emoticons and shit. Mr. Edgeworth, we gotta get him some water. Found it, lol. I feel a wave of creative powers coming on. It's over 9,000 lols. For my next elite move, it's gonna be the Steel Samurai Warrior of Neo-Old Tokyo. Versus the Old Samurai Champion of Earth. It's gonna rock source so many boxors. Woo, good thing it was a false alarm, right, Mr. Edgeworth? So the Steel Samurai is finally getting a movie? Completely ignore me as usual. Alright, I don't... Let's get going. Oh, is that the captain? Oh my goodness. So you must be the captain. Why, yes I am, and who might you be? I am the prodigy prosecutor Franziska von Karma, and I have a few questions for you. Don't you dare, Captain, getting friendly with another woman. I'll never forgive you if you do. What are you talking about? I only have eyes for you, my dear Cammy. I wouldn't bet that money on our dear Captain to be much of a reputable person. Sure you don't want to ask the Captain some questions, sir? He was in the cockpit the entire time. I highly doubt he would know anything of use. Anyway, I'd like to leave that type of witness to Franziska and her whip. Ah! She hit the captain. I left my law book behind. How could I? Oh my god, he's here again. Jeez. Oh, captain, my captain, indeed. Now see here. Ah! Sorry, I'm sorry! How long do you intend to hold me? It is impossible for you to be the criminal, I told you. Mr. LeBlanc. Oh, it is you. Tell this man to stop stopping me from going. Time is money. I don't even have 1 second of wasteful time to spend. I won't do that, but what up, though? Did you finish taking his statement yet? Yep, all done, sir. I do not concern if you are done examining the cargo hold. I want my cargo back. Cargo room. If you make a single scratch on my art, you will pay. Art? What sort of art? Mr. LeBlanc is an art dealer, so he's got a bunch of artwork down in the cargo hold, sir. There's practically a mountain of them, large and small. From folk costumes to stone statues, I sell all kinds of arts. Folk costumes? Speaking of which, Mr. LeBlanc's hat. It kind of looks like that other piece of cloth. Did I get that in my evidence? I did. For there to be this much blood on this piece of cloth. Was the victim wrapped in it at some point? There's something very familiar about the... Yeah, okay. Let's present this shit to him. Mr. LeBlanc, can you please look at this for me? Oh, it's a Borginian cloth. As I suspected, your hat is made of the same material, I suppose. Yes, of course. This fabric is so famous, orders come from over the seas for more. Then this is the cargo you were talking about earlier? No. My cargo this time is much many gigantic. You, detective, when can I have my cargo moved? You can get your cargo back when we're done investigating, pal. The stubbornness of you police, it is no good. And it is no good that attendant refuses to exit the attendant's room, too. That attendant? I wonder if he's talking about Ms. Tenero. Maybe. I don't know. Rhoda Tenero. What did you mean by that attendant, Mr. LeBlanc? She was taken into the attendant's room for her interview. And then they still have not come out. They make no sign of coming out either. I was finished with my own interview much earlier, quicker than her. Why is Ms. Tenero's interview the only one that's taking up so much time? Oh, hello. Miles Edgeworth, you were given free rein to examine the plane, weren't you? Yes, I was able to obtain the cooperation of the flight attendants. Speaking of attendants, I'd like to speak with Ms. Tenero. I wonder if you might grant me permission to enter the flight attendant's room. Before I do, you still have to clear up a few issues surrounding your own circumstances. I understand. You may have tricked those other attendants with your sophisticated talking, but you can't pull the wool over my eyes, Miles Edgeworth. Oh! Franziska's logic. Let's not complicate things and go with the most obvious conclusion. The scene of the crime was here in the very lounge the body was discovered. From the time the victim was seen calling for an attendant until his body was found, the only person in this lounge the entire time was you, Miles Edgeworth. This unmistakably means you are the likeliest suspect. I mean, okay. The likeliest suspect, Franziska. Do you have a problem with that? No, but it's not like you to use such vague wording. You're usually a bit more absolute. I'm simply trying to watch out for you. Or is my kindness too hard for you to comprehend? Thank you, but your leniency is unnecessary, for I will prove my innocence soon enough. If I want to continue my investigation, I'll have to break her line of logic fast. They're like mini games sometimes. It's like you can't just go talk to him. You gotta prove your innocence again. Let's not complicate things. Hold it! Don't you think you're being a bit rash by simply declaring me the culprit? I like my affairs to be simple and perfect. I'll show you the meaning of both when I finish this whole thing within 3 minutes. Hey, you say that like you're cooking a pack of instant noodles. Ow! I won't allow even 3 seconds of useless testimony to be uttered in my presence. I see she hasn't changed a bit, but I won't allow her to send me to prison so easily. Scene of the crime was here in the very lounge the body was discovered.
Hold it!
So tell me, Franziska, do you know all there is to know about the crime scene? I know all that I need to know in order to arrest you. And nothing more? Are you saying there is more I need to know? Woo! Yeah!
Why did you whip me, sir?
Sorry, Scruffy, my hand must have slipped. It would appear that Franziska doesn't have all the facts of this case yet. Oh, shoot.
Hold it!
What do you mean by scene? Please stop pretending like you don't know. It's insulting. Oh, I'm so burpy, I'm sorry. Obviously, I'm talking about how Mr. Hicks was seen calling for an attendant at 5 a.m. And then, from the time after that call until the body was found, the only person in this lounge the entire time was you, Edgy Boy. While it's true that I was here in the lounge the whole time, that fact alone does not make me the criminal.
Objection!
Ooh. Ha! We'll see about that at the conclusion of this investigation. However, there is still one thing that you must admit at this time. This unmistakably makes you the likeliest suspect. Hold it! My God, Franziska, Under the circumstances, I suppose that I can agree I am the most likely suspect.
But I believe in you, sir. I don't think you did it. Ms. Von Karma's gotta believe that too, right? I mean, you two are like siblings. Ow!
Quiet, Scruffy! Even if we were related by blood, that's no guarantees that he's not a criminal.
Franziska.
I demand to see some proof that you are not the guilty party.
Likely a suspect, huh? What a roundabout euphemism. But it would appear that she doesn't yet know about the new evidence that we acquired and where we acquired it. I'll take care of the gaps in her logic one hole at a time. Okay. Oh, yeah, okay, so I'll present the bloody blood.
Objection!
Is that not it? Beans, I need to show the suitcase instead. I guess.
Objection!
There we go. Ugh. The worst part about these games. I love these games with all my heart, but come on, be a little more lenient, please, if I'm on the right track. It would appear that you did not have all the information you needed after all.
And what does that mean?
I found a nice piece of evidence just before I was forced to stop investigating. A piece that proves that the body was moved from a different location.
Ah!
The killer used this suitcase to move the victim's body. The one with all the fucking weird lemurs on it. Do you see it?
Yes, I see it, Edgeworth.
Do you want one? I'll buy you one if you want. Meaning the real crime of the scene of the crime is not this lounge at all. Now who's the one rashly jumping to conclusions? Excuse me?
All you did was find this piece of cloth inside a suitcase.
I tried to present that cloth. It didn't work.
That doesn't prove that the body was moved. It could be that the killer simply chose that suitcase as a good place to hide the cloth.
I expected that you would come to that conclusion. It would seem I can't escape that easily.
You should know better than that. Yvonne Karma is perfect in every way.
Ah, but did you know that the killer definitely wheeled the suitcase around itself?
Objection!
As if there is proof of that.
Where is the proof that the suitcase was moved? It's right here.
Take that!
Take that!
The spilled grape juice in front of the elevator.
Yes, and I'd like to draw your attention to this area here. Where is the evidence? Yeah, it's the wheel part.
Present.
Take that!
The part with the wheels. This mark here, wouldn't you say that it looks suspiciously like tracks from two wheels?
I suppose.
Further, there is also grape juice residue on the wheels of the suitcase. This means that the suitcase containing the victim's body definitely passed through here.
I suppose this means that the killer did move the victim's body from somewhere else.
I'm glad you've come to your senses.
Objection!
Not so fast. This still doesn't put you in the clear. Not by a long shot.
Oh, my God. Franziska, baby, please.
You prepared yourself and acquired the piggy bank before the plane hit the turbulence. And then you waited for the victim in the lounge where you beat him to death. Then, while you were in the elevator with the victim's body stuffed into the suitcase, the plane hit that patch of turbulence and out flew the body from within the suitcase. With no way out, you hastily put the suitcase back where you had taken it from, and pretended to be the discoverer of the body.
A real open and shut case.
Not a bad bit of logic for something you thought of on the fly.
And just what are you insinuating?
That I will show you exactly how flawed your logic is. No matter how strong of a face you put on, not even you can hide your fears from me. I'll expose the flaws in her logic in one fell swoop.
Prepared for yourself and acquired the piggy bank. And then you waited for the victim in the lounge. Whoa. Alright, I'll just press these. I'll just press them.
Hold it!
And how do you suppose I was able to take the piggy bank out of its display case? As I recall, the case was locked.
That's easy. If the case was locked, you simply had to hit the glass like this.
Ow! You've shattered my heart of glass! So she wants to talk about the in-flight shop and the Captain Hugo bank, does she?
That takes care of how you obtain the murder weapon.
But, no, it doesn't. It doesn't. Because. Wait, how do I... After the turbulence.
Objection!
Yeah.
The fact that you took this piece of evidence into account in your testimony is to be commended. Your legal prowess is certainly something to be feared. evidence and logic. Essential tools that those who would stand in a courtroom must learn to master. But what if there was a fake piece of evidence thrown into the mix? A fake? This Captain Hugo piggy bank, it's just such a fake. It is not the real murder weapon. What? The timing of when the bank was taken from the shop is important, and it was taken after the turbulence had occurred. But then, what about the blood on the bank? What do you make of that? I assume it was added after the murder when the killer fabricated this weapon. Looking at it this way, the killer basically did 3 things after the turbulence. After exiting the elevator, the killer brought the suitcase to the shop and left it there. Then the killer proceeded to pick the bank up from off the floor and took it to fabricate a fake murder weapon by hitting the victim on the head. Finally, the victim's wallet was planted on my personage, in my pocket to be precise. Everything was done so that I would be framed for the murder of Mr. Ackby Hicks. You there!
Yes, ma'am.
Other than this piggy bank, was anything else resembling a murder weapon found?
We didn't find anything in this lounge or in the shop that could be used as one, ma'am. Most of the items that could have been used were broken during the turbulence. And the remaining items all tested negative for any trace of blood.
I see. Well, Mr. Miles Edgeworth, it appears your stall tactics are at an end. But it's possible that it's just hidden somewhere, sir. Eek! If the criminal had wanted to hide the weapon in a safer place, I think the weapon would have been hidden in the same place as the bloody cloth. Exactly what I was thinking. Because the cloth was hidden inside that suitcase, it signals to me that the killer had not prepared a more secure place to hide the evidence. Which means that the real murder weapon is either still on the murderer's personage, or is still at the real crime scene.
Objection!
There is one more possibility, and that would be that the piggy bank is in fact the real weapon. But didn't we just... Let me finish. The killer took the bank from out of the display case before the turbulence by opening the lock on the display case door. And it was at that time that the glass pane in the door was broken. I'd say it's a perfectly reasonable line of reasoning. Perfectly reasonable line of reasoning. Wouldn't you? Let's see, so that means that the killer had the key in the display case. Francisca, the person you're talking about... Not so fast, I'm not finished. The person I'm talking about also committed another sin. She tricked the captain and granted you permission to conduct your investigation. Yes, it is the sin of lying. Speaking of which, I recall that you also wish to speak with her. Yes. Very well, permission granted, but only if I can sit in on your interrogation. Do we understand each other? I have no intention of interrogating her, but you are welcome to accompany me if you so wish. Miss Tenero is in the flight attendant's room. Let's move. Yeah, baby. A new room. Is that her up there? Kinda. Cammy Meal is not wearing the outfit properly. If there are actually regulations at all. So you're the one that poked around inside this plane without the captain's permission. Deviating from the flight attendant's manual is very unbecoming, you know. What were you hoping to accomplish by doing that? Ms. Tenero.
Ah, Mr. Edgeworth, you're here too?
Can you please help us and shed some light on why you did what you did?
All right.
Let's talk to you. Whoa, look at her. She's so sad. Why did you lie about receiving the captain's permission like that?
Because I didn't think I would be able to get his permission.
What do you mean?
The captain, he only has ears for Cammy.
I spoke with the captain a little earlier myself. He definitely seemed to be rather taken with Ms. Meal.
Yes, and on top of that, I had mistakenly accused Mr. Edgeworth of being the killer. I wanted to make amends.
In that case, please allow me to thank you for what you did. Thanks to you, I was able to clear myself of all charges.
Really? You were able to prove your innocence? Oh, thank goodness.
Ms. Tenero, is it? There is one more thing I'd like to ask you. You were in the in-flight shop just before the turbulence, weren't you? Please answer honestly.
Yes, I was.
And why were you there?
Well,
Why the sudden hesitation? Franziska seems to have struck a nerve. In-flight shop.
All I did was go check up on the shop like I always do.
You're saying it was for work, then?
Yes, I'm in charge of the shop, so I have to keep an eye on it. I don't have any reason to go there otherwise.
After your visit to the shop, you paid a visit to this room, correct?
Yes, I came back to freshen up and adjust my makeup. I'm sorry, but there isn't much else to tell.
Miss Tenero claims to have no reason other than duty to go to the shop. But is that all there is to it? Maybe I should ask her about that thing. The suitcase, baby. If you could please take a look at this for me, Miss Tenero.
Oh, that suitcase!
Yes, about this suitcase. You are the one who designed it, correct? And I think I figured something else out about it. This suitcase is the reason you went to the shop, isn't it?
There's nothing you won't find out eventually, is there?
Won't you please tell me more about this suitcase?
Yes, I was interested in seeing how the suitcases I had designed were selling! I know that as a service professional, I'm not supposed to care. But I really wanted to know! And I was glad to see that there was at least one there.
That it was... Oh. And I was glad to see that it was the last one there. The last one there. Oh, fuck. That's a crack, babies! So you're saying, Mr. Nero, that the suitcase in question was the last one?
Yes, they're just so popular, they're practically flying off the shelves!
It's not exactly the impression I got. The one in the shop is most definitely the last...
The one in the shop is most definitely the last one.
Well, we're currently looking at that suitcase.
Really? And I guess we sold all of them. Thank you very much for taking the last one.
I didn't say anything about buying it.
Then say you'll buy it!
I'm sorry, I can't.
But why? I think I go great with your complexion, Mr. Edgeworth. It really suits you. I guarantee it personally as a service professional.
Well, that is... How should I put this? It's hideous.
What?
Edgeworth, please, come on. You don't gotta roast her like that. Maybe that was a bit too direct. Moving on, my issue with the suitcase is not the design, it's the number of them remaining.
Remaining?
There were 2 suitcases in the in-flight shop when I investigated it.
2? But that's impossible. I'm sure there was only one.
It looks like her story has generated quite the contradiction.
When I left the shop, I'm positive there was only one suitcase left.
Something is amiss here. What could be the meaning of this inconsistency? By the way, Ms. Tenero, what is one of those suitcases doing here?
That's...
I thought you said there was only one left.
That one is, it's mine. I've used it for a very long time now.
She used it for a long time? I think not. Ms. Tenero, I'd appreciate it if you wouldn't lie to me.
Excuse me?
I don't believe for even 1 second that you've used this for a very long time. There's a tag on it.
Take that!
Is this a tag? There's a tag on it. $1,200. Jesus Christ. Tell me, Miss Tenero, is it also your habit to keep the price tag pristine on your suitcase? What is the meaning of this? Why would you lie about a suitcase? Despite having faith in her design sense, the sales numbers made her cry bitter tears. The truth is becoming increasingly clear to me. Miss Tenero, I think I understand. I know what you are trying to hide. Now then, this suitcase was originally in... the in-flight shop. I don't know. Seeing as how the price tag is still on this suitcase, one can only assume it was out on the floor for sale in the shop. And the person who bought this suitcase was... you.
Take that!
You bought it. It was you, wasn't it, Miss Tenero? I hate to say this, but this suitcase that you designed, it hasn't sold very well, has it?
Ooh.
You saw how poorly this design that you poured your heart into was selling, and were deeply hurt. That's why you wanted to make it look like it was selling by buying it yourself. Isn't that right?
Then, the reason you went to the shop and came back here was... I'm sorry. All I really have is my job. I was overjoyed when my design was chosen. I thought that maybe I'd finally accomplished something.
But the suitcases didn't sell.
It's because of the design, isn't it? It's all because of... it's how you put it, hideous.
I can't say they chose a great place in which to sell them either.
We weren't selling a single one, and they were just sitting there collecting dust. I felt so bad seeing them there day in, day out. So I decided to buy one for every flight I worked.
You buy one every single time you work a flight.
I see. So in order to keep your resolution, you went and bought one today as well.
Yes, and here's my receipt for that purchase.
This receipt is clearly time-stamped at 5:40 a.m.
Oh my god.
The truth is, there's still a bunch of them left unsold. They're planning to scrap the remaining ones at the end of this flight.
What do you mean?
Ms. Tenero, where are those other suitcases?
They should all be down in the cargo hold.
And then the suitcase the killer used.
Could very well have come from the cargo hold.
Mr. Edgeworth, you don't think that the killer used one of my suitcases to...
Yes, I do. The killer used one of your beloved suitcases to move the victim's body.
Ah! How could they? Those suitcases were meant to be faithful partners to our passengers on their trips. That's all I ever wished for them to be.
Ms. Tenero, is there any other way to get to the cargo hold other than the elevator?
The only other way is just through that door there.
And what about security?
That door has no special lock installed because just to enter this room, you need a special key card that only crew members have access to.
Which means that the culprit is someone who can enter this room, eliminating the passengers and leaving only crew members as potential suspects.
I can't believe it!
Yes, Franziska?
Going on these wild goose chases, you're a disgrace to the Von Karma name.
And what do you mean by that?
The suitcase came from the cargo hold. That fact alone tells the whole story.
Yes, which is why I said the culprit must be a crew member who used their key card.
Miles Edgeworth, you're proposing that the killer rode the elevator from the cargo hold, correct?
Yes, that's the only realistic possibility.
That other attendant, Ms. Meal. I asked her earlier, and she had this to say.
Franziska got an...
I'm gonna take one deep breath. I'm, reading so quickly. Oh! Oh! Oh, big stretch. Big stretch.
Alright. Franziska got information out of Ms. Meal.
In order to make the elevator go down to the cargo hold, a different key card is required.
A different one?
Yes, and the only person who holds that particular card is you, Ms. Rhoda Tenero, and only you. Ah!
What? Is this true, Ms. Tenero?
Yes, I keep that key card in my locker at all times.
Could you please show us that card right now?
Yes, hold on.
It's not gonna be there.
Ah! I don't believe it!
What's wrong?
The key card! It's gone!
Ha ha ha! Very clever. Pretending that your card was stolen when in fact you're just trying to hide it from us. You really thought this through.
Wait! It's not like that!
You can tell us all about what it's like down at the station. Officer, arrest this woman. Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Edgeworth!
Where are you going? Oh, is that the way out? What's wrong? There's disbelief written all over your face.
Franziska, I know that you are the lead investigator on this case. However...
Hold it! Don't even think about wasting any more of my time. You know the rules as well as I do. Evidence speaks louder than words. Even if this isn't a courtroom, that basic tenet still applies. I intend to investigate the cargo hold now. What will you do, Miles Edgeworth? Arrest the lady. Rose, hello, good morning. Or good time zone.
I intend to do likewise.
We're gonna look at the cargo hold together, baby, you and me. Ooh, ooh. Yeah, let's save. We're gonna keep going, I think. Okay. Alright. Yeah, what a big cargo hold.
Well, so this is the cargo hold, huh? It's enormous. It's not really like we're on a plane at all. It's so big. It's crazy.
Wow, there they all are. Oh, no.
This plane is a special model. It has both a super large cargo hold and ultra luxurious first class seating.
So this is the real scene of the murder?
There is certainly a high probability of that, which is why we are here, correct? Okay, let's get investigating, sir. Boop, 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 boop. Alright, so there's the elevator. We got some boxes. All sorts of boxes are piled up here. This one says flammable, and this one says pharmaceuticals. This one says for exorcism use only. So what kind of operation is this airline running? I don't know. What about the suitcase? Hey, what's with the suitcase, pal?
It's what the victim checked in, sir.
So this is the suitcase belonged to Mr. Hicks. I don't think he'd mind if we took a closer look. There's nothing out of the ordinary in here, sir. Wait, a file? And there's a photo of Ms. Von Karma in it, sir. It looks like a profile on Franziska. Why did Hicks have documents on Franziska in his possession? Why would Mr. Hicks have a file on her? That is very interesting. Holy suitcases, Mr. Edgeworth. It's like an all-you-can-use suitcase fair. These must be all the leftover ones they couldn't sell. The ones the company is planning to dispose of after this flight is over. This paint job is really cool, don't you think? Practically screams artsy. Oh, why not purchase one then? I'm sure it will bring you much happiness. You think so? Then maybe I will. Let's see here. $1,200? I think I'll pass. And Ms. Tenero wonders why they don't sell. You need 2 jobs just to buy one. Although it definitely looks like one is missing. What's this brittle substance I'm stepping on? It's a bunch of glass fragments. Oh, those must be from the glasses. Ba 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 ba! Yeah! I think we can safely conclude that these fragments are from a pair of glasses. And the victim was wearing a pair of broken glasses. Exactly what I was thinking. I'm sure that the shards would match up perfectly with the remnants of his glasses' lenses. Ergo, the victim was here, just as I suspected. So you're saying that the real scene of the crime was here, sir? Isn't that what I've been saying for a while now? Oh, is it? I didn't know that. Perhaps it's a bit early to draw that conclusion. However, I believe that the probability has just skyrocketed considerably. Words are hard AF. All that's left is to find the murder weapon. Okay. Maybe the murder weapon was bedsheets. Keeping track of this many pieces of cargo must be very taxing on the cargo crew. This sure brings back memories of when I worked as a part-time mover, sir. By the look in his eyes, he's waiting for me to ask about the rest of the story. But no matter how he pours on the puppy eyes, I have no intention of doing so. Alright, let's talk to her. You arrived at the scene of the crime before Detective Gumshoe, correct? And then you immediately began to direct the investigation. It seems to me that you are already here at this airport for something besides this murder.
Yes, I was.
Why at this airport?
I've been following a very large and involved governmental-level international crime. But it's much too large for one person to take on alone. So it was decided that I should form a joint investigation with Interpol.
Interpol is involved.
It's a top-secret operation, so I can't really tell you any more than I already have.
So if I... Wait. Okay, so let me see if I can't... Oops. Let me see if I can't connect those last 2 things. Maybe. Yeah, baby. Now, why would Mr. Hicks have documents profiling Franziska? Oh, I know. I bet he's a big fan of Ms. Von Karma, sir. Franziska said that she had come to this airport as a part of an Interpol investigation.
Bedsheets, an undercover investigation? Come on now.
Oh, maybe Mr. Hicks had heard she was coming here and he followed her. Detective, I think it's more likely that Mr. Hicks was, in actuality, Interpol Agent Hicks. I think Franziska has some explaining to do. Okay, hold on. Oh. Yeah, let me talk to him. Notice anything? This cargo hold's really big. I can't believe they can fit stuff like that in here. Detective, what are you going on about? We're doing an investigation. Whoa! Stuff's falling on me. Whoa, I can't really get into my work without something like this happening first. Well, let's get this show on the road. So, which item do you want to start on? In this world, there are those who are masochistic, and then there is Gumshoe. Tenero's lie. So that flight attendant, Rhoda Tenero, she's the killer, isn't she? I don't think we can say for sure yet. But there certainly are a great number of things pointing us in that direction. You mean like how she didn't tell us about her buying her own suitcases? Yes, however, in regard to the key card being stolen, I can't seem to find any evidence that she's lying about that. Okay. So, if... so what is that? What did that give me a piece of evidence? No, but maybe I can just talk to her now. Yeah, okay, truth behind Hicks. Oh, but wait, what I wanted to do actually was look at his name. Interpolac B. Hicks. Hicks? I don't know. I'm trying to add Interpol to his name, but... I don't know. It doesn't make a lot of sense to me. Okay, whatever. I don't care. I don't even care. I don't even care at all about it. It's fine! Whoa! Whoa! Oh my gosh. Okay. Big stretch. You came to this airport to rendezvous with the victim, didn't you? Nonsense. What are you talking about? We found a profile detailing information about you and the victim's luggage. I suppose it was prepared for him so that he could recognize you when he landed. Which makes him not Mr. Hicks, but rather Interpol Agent Hicks, isn't that correct? I should have known you'd figure it out, Miles. But it looks like they've got him first. So you really did come here to receive an Interpol agent then? Yes. Agent Hicks was on the trail of a very large international smuggling ring. Oh my god. He went undercover to investigate this crime. And it was I who put him on this case. I was supposed to receive a call from him on his cell phone once he had landed. I never expected to receive a call about his murder instead. I think we now have pretty definitive evidence that Agent Hicks came down here to the cargo hold. But what was he doing down here, sir? There's nothing but luggage. Oh, I get it. Maybe he forgot something in his suitcase and came down here to get it. Wow! Agent Hicks came here for a work-related reason. Of that, I'm sure. But I'm sure he was here to investigate the smuggling operation he was observing. Franziska, do you know exactly how he intended to pursue his investigation? No. Unfortunately, I was going to find out from him after he landed. I see. But this raises another question. A normal passenger can't access the cargo hold on their own. Agent Hicks must have identified himself to a member of the crew and entered the cargo hold with that person who let him in. Yes, and then he was murdered here. These glass fragments and his broken glasses are a testament to that. And then the killer put Agent Hicks onto one of the spare suitcases and they entered the elevator. But while they were riding it up, the plane hit that patch of turbulence. Because of the intense shaking, the suitcase popped open and Agent Hicks's body flew out. At the same time, his wallet fell out of his pocket, spilling its contents everywhere. Which explains why there was money scattered all over the elevator floor. Yay! Ba-ba-ba-bow! We figured it out. I think it's pretty easy to say who the culprit is at this stage. What? Really, sir? I know what you're thinking, Miles Edgeworth. But the killer can be none other than Miss Rhoda Tendero. Rhododendron. Maybe that's the joke. If it was a crew member, any one of them could have shown Miss Agent Hicks to the cargo hold. But the point to keep in mind is that the key card that allows the elevator to come down here. The only person with such high-level access is Ms. Rhoda Tendero. I'd say that's a pretty decisive piece of evidence, wouldn't you? I know what she's trying to say, but I'm not certain it's as simple as that. Is it? Is as simple as that, chat? If it was a crew member, any one of them could have shown Agent Hicks to the cargo hold.
Hold it!
Hold it! That might be true, but then it could be anyone, including Ms. Meal or even the captain. Don't be a fool. A plane without a pilot in the cockpit is like a horse without a rider, crop in hand, much like Scruffy over there. Ah, if he says, hey, like a horse, stop. Come on. Come on, you guys. Come on. I can't disagree with her on that. Detective Gumshoe does always need a guiding hand. Very well. What about the other flight attendant, Ms. Meal? Ha! I thought you might ask about her. But the point to keep in mind is that the keycard allows the elevator to come down here.
Hold it!
Yeah, we don't care about that. The elevator went up. But it's highly likely that the keycard was stolen from Ms. Tendero.
Objection!
It's highly likely. Is that possibility the best you can come up with? And you call yourself a disciple of my father? Yeah. Yes, well, I don't have any evidence. Be quiet. You're a disgrace. There's more evidence pointing to Ms. Rhoda Tenero, you know. It's not just the key card that gives her away. Are you talking about the murder weapon, the Captain Hugo piggy bank? Yes, she is also the only person with a key to open that display case. That's true. Further, there is the matter of the key to the display case that held the murderous bank.
Hold it!
But that is a fake. Stop right there, Miles Edgeworth. You don't have any proof that this is just a red herring. If you must keep insisting that it's a fake, then what is the real murder weapon and where did it go? Speechless, I see. That's not a surprise. After all, you know that we've searched the entire cargo hold and came up empty-handed. There must be a way. There must be something that can help me rule this piggy bank as the murder weapon. What should be examined further to help us ascertain the authenticity of the weapon? I mean... would it break? I don't know. Let me look at this again. Whoa, Clara with the raid! Oh! Howling at ya! Welcome, Raiders! My name is Comfy Catboy, and we are in the middle of solving a murder. An investigation most foul. This is Miles Edgeworth. Investigations game. How are you? How is stream? It didn't, I don't know that it gave me the... Oh, no, you were playing No Man's Sky. It did. Hell yeah. Objection! Get it? Are you ready? Where is it? Oh, God.
Objection!
Yeah! Was it Colonel Custard? Maybe. It was Mr. Mustard. It was Mean Mr. Mustard from the Beatles song. We're in the middle of trying to figure out specifically... Were there stepladders? Not yet. Maybe there will be at some point. I'm in a group on, just as an aside, everybody, I'm in a group on Facebook, on my personal Facebook, that is all about Ace Attorney memes, and it's just called, like, stepladder posting. It's so funny. Oh my goodness. Clara, of course, as always, I would love for you to stay and hang out. If you gotta do post-stream care, like eat a small snack or whatever, do a bathroom, whatever you gotta do, please, of course, don't feel like you gotta stick around. But thank you so much for trusting your community with me. We're gonna solve a case together, chat. Isn't that right, chat? Are you ready, chat? I don't know what needs to be examined further to help us ascertain the authenticity of the weapon. Maybe the body. I'm gonna guess the body. Franziska, I think you were too quick to jump on your conclusions. Can someone explain the stepladder? There's just, like, the most unfunny running joke in all of the games where you are examining the scenery and there will be a ladder and Phoenix will be like, or I don't remember who says what, but like one of them will say like, that's a ladder. And then the other one's like, I believe it's a step ladder actually. And they've just put that in almost every game. I don't know if it's in every game, but it's in a lot of the games. And it's just this weird, unfunny, random joke that like, that like they've stuck with. It's hard tummy hours. No, yeah, get some happy tummy time in. There's at least one argument about it in every game. Is that true? Is it in every game? I love that. Even the older ones, or the time skip ones, before they had ladders, you see. It's just like this weird it's like something that like you only know if you have played the game. So I feel like that's probably why it's stuck as a thing. But in any case, we haven't seen a ladder yet in this world. Oh, was I? Yes, we don't even have the autopsy results yet. How could I not say that you made a snap judgment when you have yet to even see if the wound on Agent Hicks's head is consistent with the murder weapon? Scruffy! Yes, sir. Contact the medical examiner's office at once. I wish to hear the results of Agent Hicks's autopsy. Eek! Yes, sir. Bye. They all look just chibi enough. It's so interesting. They all look like cute. We got a big problem, Mr. Edgeworth, sir. He's bad. We just didn't move at all. Poor Gumshoe. What is it, detective? They're still doing the autopsy, but they said that they already know this one thing for sure.
Report now!
The doc said that it's one giant bruise from a beating from his shoulder down to his mid-back.
From the victim's shoulder to his mid-back, he was beaten over such a wide area?
Well, I'd say maybe it's a sign the killer had a grudge against Agent Hicks. It wasn't just his head. The killer went all out and hit him multiple times, sir.
Oh my god. Instantaneous death resulting from blow to back of head. Bruising. Head to mid-back. Okay, so he did die instantaneously, but... he doesn't deserve so much pain, pay-dogging. I know! It's so tragic! Scruffy, what is had a grudge against Agent Hicks supposed to mean?
Well, that's,
Was the wound on the victim's head consistent with the murder weapon detected?
Oh, well, they said they were still looking into that, sir.
You're completely useless!
Ouch!
Poor guy. Prosecutors are the police's superiors in this world. It's crazy. Yeah, no, this isn't sort of normal law. In the very first game, something they never bring up ever again is that all criminal trials need to be finished within 3 days' time. And I feel like they put that into the canon, but then they're like, I don't really want to have to stick by that. So they just never bring it up ever again. It's crazy. Sorry, I already told you can't go down there.
No, you remove yourself from my way.
What is all that racket? Oh, it's him.
My luggage, my cargo, they're mine, and I demand you return them to me. We're still investigating the cargo hold. Please understand and have a little patience. I suppose there is no choice.
Finally, I think he gave...
Hey, what are you? You left me no choice but to use strong force. Arr! You won't get past me.
Whoa! Oh my god!
This is... Wait, that's it! So that's what this whole thing has been about.
Further, there is a matter of the key to the display case that held the murderous bank. Okay. After all, you know that we've searched the entire cargo hold and came up empty-handed. Nobody could find anything that could be considered the real weapon in the hold.
The doc said it's one giant bruise from a beating from his shoulder down to his mid-back.
Ouch! Okay. Okay, weapon couldn't be found. Maybe this is... So, it seems like we're to insinuate that he took a tumble. Just a little tumble. Okay, that's not correct, right, though. Okay, hold on. Agent Hicks was on... Okay, wait. Okay, maybe just that this wouldn't be able to cause this. Okay. Hell yeah. Allegedly, the killer struck the victim many times over, which is why there is extensive bruising over such a wide area. But is that really the correct conclusion to draw from the evidence? The bruise from his shoulders to the middle of his back is one continuous mark, which is more suggestive of a single blow to the back. If that's the case, then the piggy bank is much too small to have caused that. Therefore, the murder weapon must be something far bigger. A sizable weapon. The unusually large area of bruising suggests that a large weapon was used, but we couldn't find the weapon. So, what does that mean, Edgy? If we're looking for a rather large weapon, you'd think it would stick out. But so far, we haven't found anything that resembles a weapon of any sort. Perhaps, just perhaps, it's something we all overlooked from the very beginning. Just because normally it's too impossibly big to be taken into consideration.
What was that all about? Why was he trying to jump his way down here? Franziska.
What? What do you want?
I found it, Franziska. I found the real murder weapon.
You did?
He really jumped.
Alright, come on.
We didn't realize it until now, but the answer has been right in front of us this whole time. He might be hurt. We gotta go check on him, sirs.
Yeah, we don't care about that guy. There's that pompous attitude of yours again. You should learn to drop that habit.
This coming from a prosecutor with a habit of whipping everyone she comes across.
Anyway, if you really are a prosecutor, then you'll back yourself up with evidence.
You two aren't listening at all, are you?
Come on, then. Show me this real murder weapon you speak of. I don't have evidence to show.
I don't have any evidence to show you.
Foolish reasoning for a foolish fool from a foolishly foolish fool meant to fool me. What do you mean by I don't have any evidence to show?
Perhaps I should have phrased it as that which caused Agent Hicks's death is incorporeal. Forgive me, but I do believe I have figured out what was the real cause of death, freefall. The victim fell from a great height and subsequently died as a result. In other words, the real cause of death is free-falling to the ground. He
Fell to his death?
Yes, this is the only plausible possibility. The victim has extensive bruising on the back of his head and neck. And the only rational explanation for these injuries is that he fell to his death.
But the murder happened inside this plane.
I know.
Are you claiming that there is some place in this plane from which he could have fallen from?
As I said earlier, the answer has been right in front of us the entire time.
You can't mean...
Yes, I do. The victim fell from the top of the stairs to this very cargo hold.
What?
Then, we're in trouble. We may have a second death on our hands, sir.
He didn't fall very far at all.
Hey, you, tell me you are dead, pal.
Quiet, why are you screaming?
He's alive.
And there you have it, Miles Edgeworth. It's not possible that Agent Hicks fell over the railing to his death. That man is living proof of that.
This plane is huge. It's a big plane. It's not the fall that kills it. I suppose it's true that it's not possible, given the current circumstances.
The current circumstances? What is that supposed to mean?
Suppose that large piece of cargo wasn't there at the time. What would have happened then? It would have been a Borginian pancake for sure, sir.
I suppose that man over there wouldn't still be breathing. But the reality is that the cargo box is there. So there's no point in entertaining your wild hypothetical scenarios.
It may be there now, but there's no proof that it was always there.
Ha! As if there could have been a window of time when that giant box was not there.
Ah, but there was.
What?
Can I use to show her that it's possible? Because we loaded cargo onto the plane. Yeah. Transfer cargo.
Take that!
You refueled at the Republic of Zhengfa?
Yes, this flight had a short layover in Zhengfa in order to refuel. But that wasn't the only reason for the layover. We also transferred some cargo. What if the box in question was only transferred onto the plane at that time? To further prove my point, let's take a look at what's next to the box in question.
Thank you, Saribot. Everyone spam the chat with good bot. Everyone type good bot into the chat. Type good bot into the chat. Come on, I believe in you. Thank you, Saribot. I appreciate you. Big appreciate.
Ah, it's labeled Zhengfa Express.
Correct, meaning it was loaded onto the plane in Zhengfa.
Yay! What a good bot. Hell yeah.
Now, what if the box in question was also loaded on at the same time?
It would mean that the box was not here in the cargo hold during the Zhengfa leg of the flight.
Making a clear drop from which Agent Hicks could have fallen to his death entirely possible.
Ah, but your theory is still very far-fetched.
And allow me a chance to prove how very likely my scenario is. My first order of business will be to examine that piece of cargo in more detail.
Here we go. Gonna look at it, baby, baby. Let's take a little look-a-doo.
This is a rather large piece of cargo. There's a tag on it, sir. Let's see. A leaf red statue. Never heard of it. Nor I, but all I care about is we can prove it wasn't here at the time of the crime. Let's get investigating, sir.
Oh. Whoa!
Look here, do not go touching my possessions without my permission.
Back! Don't rush up on me like that, pal. So this belongs to Mr. LeBlanc, does it? I should see what else I can find out from him.
Yeah, let's chat. Oops. Yeah. LeBlanc's cargo.
I take that this large piece of cargo belongs to you, Mr. LeBlanc?
Of course it is mine. I shipped this fine piece of art from Europe. This leaf red statue is worth 10 million cents. No, maybe much more.
Mr. LeBlanc's reason for choosing this plane must have been the large cargo hold. 10 million cents? I suggest you stop trying to calculate how many packets of noodles that makes, Detective. Stop! Darn, how did you know to do that? How did you do that? I feel like you keep getting better and better at seeing right through me every year. Though I grow with each revolution of the planet around the sun, I have the distinct impression that he continues to madly spin in place. Hey, Mr. Edgeworth, so that 10 million cents, is that in euros or dollars? Does it really make a difference to our case? Mr. LeBlanc, is there a chance that your cargo is related to our... There is a chance that your cargo is related to our murder case. I was wondering if you would allow us to examine it a bit closer.
It is a very valuable piece of art, so no, there will be no touching.
Okay. Smuggling? Maybe he's smuggling. Every day I'm smuggling. If Mr. LeBlanc has something to do with the smuggling ring, then it's possible this fake statue was brought on board in Zhengfa. I think I need to question him a bit further. Yeah. You do that, edgy boy. About your statue, Mr. LeBlanc, I wonder if it might be a fake.
What? How dare you say my art is fake?
I suspect that your statue might be the target of an international smuggling ring.
Don't dare say such fantastical things. Those thieves would not dare. I have the certification of my cargo right here.
Do you mean the cargo certification document? Mr. Zinc LeBlanc, why didn't you say so earlier? Please show it to us at once. Well, go you airlines airway bill. I can't read this. What does it say?
It says as plain as day the cargo was put onto the plane in Europe.
And there you have it, Miles Edgeworth. Too bad for you. The statue was brought on board in Europe, just as it states in this certificate. No, that's... Which means there was never, that there never was a window in time which the statue wasn't sitting there. Interesting. I respectfully disagree. We can't discount the theory until I see the statue for myself.
Then you can have your wish. Look at it yourself and see that I am right.
Objection! Whoa! There's the statue! This, I know I've seen this somewhere before. This is the elite... This is the elite red? Gives off such a feeling of art, I can practically smell it.
This statue has a high amount of historic value. After it was unveiled at a museum in Europe, I brought it to this country to exhibit it.
Piece of art being shipped by Mr. LeBlanc, who claims it was worth 10 million cents. I believe a closer look is warranted here, yeah. Smelly art. So this is the infamous Elif Red statue, What is it, Mr. Edgeworth? Did you find something? There's something wrong with this picture. We should examine it in more detail. Just to be clear, I haven't forgotten. This is it. This is the real statue. It's big. But he took a picture with it at some point. The eyes are not red. Yeah, we gotta deduce, baby. Is this spot somehow connected? Yeah. Yeah. These eyes are awfully orange, don't you think? Yeah, and pretty. They remind me of sunsets when I was in grade school, sir. I don't think you see what I'm talking about. No, I do, but it's really like the color of the sun when it's setting, sir. Ah, the memories. I remember standing out in that field spinning with my arms out until I felt ill. I don't care about sunsets. Focus, detective. What are the color of the eyes in this photo? Hydrate, thank you. Oh. Ah, sir, they're red. As I thought, this statue is a fake. Mr. LeBlanc.
What do you want? Do you not know I am a busy man? I allow you 2 seconds for your answer.
The Elif Red. I suppose this is your pride and joy, is it not?
It is the biggest trophy on this European trip. Do you know why I wanted to possess this statue? The trigger started 17 years ago.
Better grab a chair, sir. Sounds like this is going to be a long story. Mr. LeBlanc, I regret to inform you, and you have my heartfelt sympathy, but...
What is it? Sympathy? For what?
You'll see. I'd like you to compare the eyes.
That large fellow there has very bright and pretty eyes compared to you.
I wasn't talking about the two of us. I meant the eyes of the statue in front of us, and the one in this photo.
Why the sudden yelling? Now that... Oh. It is a photo of the statue on display at the museum in Europe. Noir!
Now do you see, Mr. LeBlanc? The statue before us is a fake.
You're a fake!
I believe that even further examination will be required. Now that we have confirmed that this is indeed a fake, there must be some sort of proof that this was brought on board in Zhengfa. And I will present to you evidence that will resolve the remaining contradiction. I will. What else could it be, baby?
What's this? The statue looks like it's stepping all over the neighbor's cloth cover. It kind of resembles its owner's attitude in a sense. Whoa.
You, what did you say just now? Further, my clothing's hem is not being stepped on by anyone.
It is too expensive for me to allow that to happen. Please forgive the trespasses of my subordinate.
Why should I forgive if the dress passes?
Unless it is an expensive dress, you keep it.
What?
Can I look at this? What do we have here? It says Zhengfa Express on the cloth, sir. Something is tugging on the corner of my mind. Something is out of place.
Yeah, I mean... Luna, hello, how are you? I got bonked about it. Welcome. Well, this isn't, like, secure, but that doesn't matter. Okay. So this leaf red is a fake.
That art dealer isn't looking too happy about it either, sir.
I will get to the bottom of this for her sake as well as mine.
Glad I have to work? Hell yeah. No, that rules. I'm glad... I can't believe you were able to tell this was a fake from a single glance, sir. You knew right away that its eyes were a different color than the ones in the photo.
Yes, unlike a certain detective, it needs to try a little harder. The fact that this is a fake means it was swapped with the real one at some point. Okay, but, like, what does that mean? Oh. Oh, it was... Well, hold on. I don't actually know. Because these are on top of each other, but, like... This rope is undone, but I don't know if that's, like, because we opened it. You know what I mean? I feel like we took the tarp off. I'm not actually sure what it wants from me right now. Not that. Let's look at this again. Oh, it's like smiling? I don't feel like this one. No, it's smiling. I don't know. Let me just maybe it just wants me to. I feel like doing a connecting the dots sort of thing doesn't really make the most sense. Because I feel like this matches up enough. I'm not sure what I'm to do here. Let's see. I got a lot of oh, is this what we're doing? The eyes. Jewels in the eye sockets. They were made to look just like real gems.
So you mean those aren't real?
Do you really think the forgers would waste that kind of money on a replica?
I guess not. Oh, I just got a really great idea. I could probably find some rocks down by the river I could polish up to look like real jewels. I think I'll try that out and give one to Maggie as a present next time.
I wonder if he's serious, and I wonder if I should try to stop him if he is. Yeah. It's letting me look at this in every dimension, but all I can sort of suss out is the eyeballs. I think. Okay. Shoot. I'm gonna steal all the pickles Cozy just bought. What is it with you and stealing, Alex? Why do you want to steal everything all the time? Mr. Ackby Hicks was there in his seat. It was loaded on board between the refueling between 4 and 5 a.m. I don't have anything about the phone, anything about that. There's that. There's this photo. I mean... He is the entity. What do you mean, why not? Because it's stealing. Why would you steal from us, people you like? I feel like it's morally correct
to steal from, like, Walmart or something, but it is morally incorrect to steal from, like, a small business, your corner, you know, produce shop or, like, whatever. And that's we are your local streamers. Don't steal our pickles. Don't steal our kneecaps. We need those for pickling and for kneecapping, respectively. Yeah, golly goshers. Yeah, meals, drinks, movie. I mean. I need to deduce something. I feel like I'm being stupid. Okay. Cranial contusion due to blunt force trauma to the back of the head. Appears to have been extensively beaten on the upper half of his back. Between 3 and 4:30. Oh. Wait, really? Oh, that's new information. I don't know. I'm gonna do, well... I mean, okay, I feel like I'm losing the plot a little bit. The fact that this is on top of the tarp is kind of crazy, right? So, I don't know. We'll do something about the tarp. I don't really know. We're going to present this photo and see what happens. There's clearly... Okay. This is wrong. Oh, wait. Oh, no, that was right. Okay. This is a simple case of a cargo cover getting stuck under another piece of cargo. Ah, that's not possible. But it is. It shouldn't be this way, but the statue is on top of the cloth. Supposing that the neighboring piece of cargo was brought on board in Zhengfa. Oh, that does make lots of sense. Pickle thief, pickle thief. I'm being a silly Billy. There's no way that any part of it should wind up under something from Europe. Which means that this fake statue was smuggled on board in Zhengfa. But then, what about the cargo certificate? Let me ask in return, what about Agent Hicks? Why did he come down here in the middle of the flight? There was only one reason why, to secure proof of smuggling activity aboard this flight. So you say, but I don't believe he had to do that mid-flight. We could have just as easily inspected all of the cargo after the plane landed. That may be true, however you have it backwards, Francisco. Sure, Agent Hicks could have waited until after the plane had landed, but he had a reason for coming down to the cargo hold. I suppose he had found the fake at the airport. It would have been after the swap had occurred. At that time, the suspicion would naturally fall onto the statue's owner, who would have no way to prove that the statue was switched without his knowledge, which means there is someone involved who is forging or modifying cargo certificates. Oh my god. Yay! I guess the victim knew the real version of this was gonna get nabbed, huh? Yes, while this photo could be seen as nothing more than a simple souvenir, it was in fact taken to be used as a reference document later on. Next, Agent Hicks had to secure proof that the smuggling had taken place. He came down here to take a picture of the cargo hold. A rather empty one at that, right before the fake statue could be loaded on board. A photo of the hold missing a valuable piece of cargo would have been proof enough. After that, all he had to do was hold the Zhengfa cargo crew and arrest the smuggler. Exactly. This only goes to prove my theory. If the statue was not in the cargo hold during the Europe-Zhengfa leg of the trip, there would have been enough height from which Agent Hicks could have fallen to his death. Officer! Move this statue immediately! I want a thorough examination of the floor underneath, now! It's gonna be hecked up.
Ms. Von Karma, I'm ready to report my findings.
Go on.
After moving the Elite Red statue out of the way, we tested the area under it with luminol, and there was a reaction.
Oh my god. I see, there was a reaction to luminol, an indication that there was blood in that spot. Can we stop looking at it now, sirs? It would seem that my deductions were correct after all. I suppose it would appear that way. The culprit cleaned the blood up well. And how do you think the killer did that? How did the killer clean up all the blood? With the cloth. The Borginian cloth.
present.
Take that!
The killer used the bloody cloth I found inside the suitcase to clean up the mess. I see. They had a need to clean up the blood before the plane landed in Zhengfa. Yes, because otherwise the cargo crew would have discovered it during the layover. So you guys are saying that the murder happened before the plane landed in Zhengfa? There is no other conceivable timeline for the events of the murder. But if that is true, then that throws a certain person's testimony into doubt. If the murder occurred before we landed in Zhengfa, then this becomes highly suspect. Ms. Meal's testimony, because she said he was in his chair at 5. I recall Ms. Meal's testimony about Agent Hicks in regard to when we departed Zhengfa. I saw Ms. Hicks sitting in his seat at 5 a.m., you know. She claims Agent Hicks was alive at the time of the service calls, but... That totally contradicts the facts, sir!
But why would she lie about something like that?
I think the only person who can answer that is Ms. Meal herself. Oh, what perfect timing, because it's about noon. Oh, babies! We're going to have to wait 6 days to continue this. Thank you all so much for hanging out. We're going to save my progress. Yeah, baby. Ooh, baby, baby. And then let's find someone to raid, y'all. This rules. Oh, God. Everybody, we're going to look at Cammy Meal while... Ms. Meal! Yeah, she's sleepy. She's so sleepy. All right, we're going to find somebody to raid, but in the meantime, I'm not going to leave the screen because something's wrong with my other stuff. I need to, like, have an evening where I sit down and fix all my stream stuff, but I just have not had that in me lately. So we have a lot of semi-broken things. So if I go back to the main screen, everything's going to get screwy-wooey. But that's okay. We'll just stay here. I have a few links I'd like to share with you. If you click on one link and only one link today, make it the Comfy Cozy Play Let's Play channel that I have with my wife, Cozy Cat Girl, who is also a VTuber. There she is. She is starting tonight on her stream in 5.5 hours. She's going to start Red Dead Redemption 2, so that's going to be exciting. I have that game, but I've never played it, so it'll be interesting to kind of watch her go. And that'll be tonight, and then we release on our Let's Play channel 6 days a week. And I love it. I'm having so much fun doing that. I think it's very funny. If you click on multiple links, I have a few more that I would like to share with you. We got my card. It's a one-stop shop to all things Comfy Catboy. If you are interested in finding all my socials or looking at my commission stuff, that would be the best place to find it, baby. And then we also have the link to the Discord. It's a beautiful place full of lovely people. Additionally, we got the... What's left? We got the link to all of my YouTube channels. I have a somewhat ASMR channel where I read long lists of things. And I just sort of am trying to be funny the whole time. And then last but not least, we have the link to my throne if anybody is feeling particularly generous. What is it? I feel like... Whoa. Let's raid... Okay, this person is playing Fields of Mystria, and they've got a very cute PNG model, so we're going to raid them. Thank you all so much. I'll be back next Wednesday. We're going to just keep playing this game until it's finished, I think. Maybe we'll take some breaks, but I'm just, like, stoked on it. I love you all to pieces. If you are a subscriber, you can copy and paste this, and if you're not, give it a think. But there are better ways if you feel like you want to support us monetarily. I love you all. Have an elegant, non-murderous day, and I will see you next time. Goodbye, everybody. Did I copy this? I did. Wow.